Smooth's always late.
Is he working today?
Definitely picking up Tekken in the winter to play as the King of Southtown.
Oh, geese! I can't wait. Cannot wait. I need to ring King of Fighters again.
Got people like Hard 8 saying, who is Geese Howard?
Wow.
Come on, you gotta know about SNK games. The best fighting games.
BG, let me know when we're live. I'll start this up.
We live now.
Hard 8, you ready?
Damn it, time.
Let's let Retta finish her round real quick. She seems to really into it. Damn, the chat's already popping. So welcome to Weapon Wheel, episode 102, hosted by yours truly, Black Bond. BG's on vacation this week, but he will be participating. So let's commence with the introductions. BG.
Yo, what's up, y'all? The former big boss, no longer this weekend. I'm just a regular schmegular peon and just participating, man.
Red? Oh.
What's up, y'all? Glad to be back this week. Good thing I was off today, so I was like, I gotta make it back. There's a lot of people been asking, so glad to be back with my peeps.
All right.
Everything is aesthetic. And yeah.
All right, Jimmy. Oh, man, speaking of Jimmy, I saw this crazy video last night of some dude riding a go-kart. I meant to save it. It was on YouTube. I meant to save it, but I forgot. I got to look at my history. But go ahead, Jimmy.
That was me at E3. Hey, what's up, man? What's going on, man? Another episode. Bond is the boss. Let's see how this go. I'm in here.
Jack move.
How's everybody doing? Black Bond, thank you for letting me grace your platform. And yeah.
Whoa, I don't get a regular Jack move intro?
I mean, you know, I'm kind of falling off, you know.
That nigga loyal.
Alex.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am your White Bond, also known as the Great Value Solid Rev of the Press Start podcast. I've also been called the 1999 to 2000 Triple H of Press Start. So,
I guess that means he's burying
You
people.
know all these AKAs. Yo.
I'm burying a bunch of people.
There already is a White Bond, though. His name was Zamato Elite, so you can't take that.
I guess I can't take. I'll stay with Great Value Solid Rev.
Cuban Bond.
Cuban Bond.
Keep it low, man. It's a lot more viewers on this side, man.
I didn't even know he was Cuban until he just played that.
White Cuban Bond.
I'm Cuban Bond, so it's all right.
But
thanks for inviting me.
No problem. And last but not least, Hard 8.
Yo, what's good? It's the truth. Let's get it.
I'm feeling that already. That feels like a lot more participation than usual. All right, so first topic of today.
Well, damn.
I'm gonna need that to hold this nigga.
That's shade.
Open up a window in that attic, nigga. Your fucking brain, man. It ain't.
I want y'all to have the same energy y'all give me. Give this nigga Bond the same.
Exactly. See what I'm saying, Nietzsche? Hard 8 seems like he's pumped for today.
I hope they hold you to that shit.
I'm good, man.
Normally, Hard 8 like, yo, what up?
What up?
All right, the first topic of today is killing.
What I did at the bar last night. Oh, all right.
No, we're not talking about that. I went to a nice dinner in Princeton, dropped the
Why are you starting the Bond sales?
Exactly. Come on.
Dinner in Princeton. Listen to this guy.
You ain't got to feed in. You ain't got to feed.
Already derailing the podcast before the first topic.
All right, let's go.
All right, first topic. Killing Floor 2 will run at 1800p on the Xbox One, not 4K. Apparently, Tripwire said the Xbox One export took them a couple hours, and you have developers saying that it's not hard to get your game running on the Xbox One. Yet we have Cliffy B stating that Lawbreakers isn't coming on the Xbox One because they got a small team, and yet we have smaller development studios also, like the people making Pillars of Eternity, were even smaller, got their game running on the Xbox One X in a couple of hours. So what do you guys think about this whole situation?
Which one?
Shouldn't we wait for a kid's move on this topic?
Nah, we don't wait.
That's two different topics. Which one you talking about?
Just roll it all into one.
We need the resident Xbox to talk about this.
Yeah, he's a Xbox representative.
You know what we're gonna say. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, we gotta make it fair.
Yeah. I mean, it was to be expected though. Like, I mean,
we'll get the smooth when he comes back. Continue.
Yeah, well, my question would be why not 4K though?
Because it's a week.
Well, they said it's 2 weeks.
That's why.
Yeah, well, I know, but I mean,
it's just a week. The thing is, you can say 6 teraflops, you can say all you want, but inside that system is an RX 480. I did a video, and my 1070 was running it at 4K on high at 60 FPS, 90 FPS. On Ultra, I was doing 45. So
I was kind of just making fun of the fact that wasn't I right when I said that these games was not going to run in 4K. That's all.
You're totally right. You are being what's called objective and understanding like what the limitations are of a system.
I'm sorry, I mean, you were the only one that said that?
I was appreciative, man. Yeah, pretty much.
No.
What matter? No. Why
I get pats on the back for some shit everybody said.
Why it mattered more that I said it is because, I prefer Xbox around here. The Ponyville podcast.
Allegedly.
I heard you weren't an Xbox fan.
Allegedly.
Yeah, I know. People have been saying that, though. They do anything to slander me, though. You know what I mean? But that's just
okay. I see. Okay. Yeah. I feel you.
Hold on, it should be good not to be considered a corporate slave. Hold on, that's a strike now?
No. Preferences.
They say you're not an Xbox fan. You should be happy. You should be like, you know what? You're right. I'm not.
Well, as long as you just say I'm a part of the Xbox community on YouTube, that's different. That's different.
I don't know how the lingo go in the corporate slave camp. So I just gotta ask.
I'm gonna have to agree with Hardate on that one.
Just gotta ask.
So, is Killing Floor on the Xbox One S? Is it 60 frames or no?
Yeah, 60. It's 60 on everything.
Okay, so
it better be 60 frames for 1800p. I would say, yeah. That'd be the only thing I could expect. If they limit the resolution.
Nah, it's not. It's 60 on
60 on PS4 too.
Oh, real shit. I didn't know.
60 on regular, bro.
It's 60 on everything.
All right.
Honestly, I'm totally okay with. Yeah, I'm okay with them lowering resolution to get 60 FPS on a lot of games. Like resolution to me isn't as important as frame rate is.
Thank you.
I can agree with that.
Spoken like a true PC
I
gamer.
agree.
Also, though, the Pro version also runs at 1800p but checkerboard. So, is there really not that big of a difference as we're like, what's going on?
There most likely ain't gonna be a bigger difference.
Yeah, but
exactly.
Isn't it gonna be 1800p checkerboard on Xbox too, though?
No,
it's 18 on
Wait! You're getting the checkerboard confused. The 1800 checkerboard on PS4 is 1800 checkerboarded up to 4K.
Yeah, same shit upscale, right?
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Yeah, they're just gonna upscale.
Yes, it's checkerboard into 4K, not 1800.
I don't know the facts on that. The article didn't say whether it would be checkerboarded to 4K. I just know that they were putting the native resolution at 1800p for the Xbox One.
The native resolution on PlayStation is 1800p too.
They made it seem like the PS4 version was checkerboarded up to 1800p, and the Xbox version was native 1800. I don't know.
That is kind of what it sounded like.
That is the way I read it.
Okay.
Yeah, BG sounds right. Yep.
So we need clarification 100%. But yeah, okay, I get what y'all saying. That sounds right. Then. I think that's what they're saying.
Man.
Don't sound right to me, but I get what you're saying.
No, it sounds right.
Checkerboard 1800.
You could basically take the 1080 image and checkerboard it up to 1800, while the Xbox One X is just 1800 native.
That's a really weird resolution too.
Yeah, exactly.
Very weird resolution.
But hey,
you checkerboard to 18, you can checkerboard to 4K.
Look,
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
look, the Xbox One is known for creating new resolutions. We know that for a fact.
What is it, 912?
No. PlayStation
like
7. What's the Xbox 792p?
Like
No,
730.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Before y'all even start kicking,
Rise was like 912, wasn't it?
PlayStation started that 1800p shit around here.
Most PS4 Pro games are either 1440p or 1800p upscale to 4K.
Checkerboard.
Exactly.
So to piggyback off this topic, Tripwire said they got this game converted into 4 hours. Now, Cliffy B stated that the reason why Lawbreakers isn't coming to the Xbox is because they're concentrating on a higher user base, the PlayStation 4 and the PC and the Xbox later, because they have a small development team. So some people on Twitter were saying, well, hey, all these different development studios can get their game up and running in 4 hours. Why can't you? And Cliffy B said, whoever said you can get your game up and running that quickly is full of BS or full of shit, verbatim or whatever. So
listen, running and optimize is two different things.
This is true.
That's
Maybe you can get it running, but is it optimized? How is it running?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It could be running fucked up.
And I wonder, they're both UE4, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering I'm wondering what the problem is where Cliffy B can't do it and Tripwire can.
Or is
it might be what
just
Hardy said. It might be what Hardy said. He might be including no factor testing it out and performance and all of that.
Have y'all seen what like Cliffy B be saying on Twitter too? Like he really don't sound like he fuck with Xbox fans like that.
So he's a pony dog.
Who would?
He be trolling.
He be trolling, but do he really like fuck with the Xbox like that?
Nah, he do though. He was because
man.
He was
it don't sound like it.
He was saying that like the Xbox dudes are saying like they hate fucking lawbreakers, but they're like talking about it the most, some shit like that. So he was like kind of trolling them because they fucking with him.
He didn't say fans. He specifically stated fanboys.
Yeah, he said fanboys.
Yeah, nobody likes corporate cocksuckers. So you know.
So when I guess.
I wonder if it's like the personal history between Cliffy B and Microsoft for Gears that happened that made him that kind of
definitely sounded like that.
Man.
So what do you think? He's lying about converting? He's just uninformed, doesn't really know.
I think he doesn't. I mean, I think it's probably easier than what he's saying, but at the same time, why would he take that effort if he not even fucking with the platform? You know what I mean? So it's like, I ain't trying to do that.
Boss Key,
Cliffy know what he's talking about, man. He the reason why the Xbox 360 had 512 megabytes of RAM. If it wasn't for him, they would have had 256.
Cliffy B is the reason why first-person shooters are as big as they are too. So I mean, it's not like you can denounce anything that he throws around anywhere.
Yeah.
I would go with the fact that they're talking about two things. He's talking about running and optimized. That's what I'm assuming he's talking about.
He's talking about actually running and being
being playable
and being on sale. Like they just talking about, we got it running. All right, what that mean?
And nobody saw if it ran right. Exactly.
If it runs right or anything like that, y'all could just be blowing smoke up Microsoft ass, hoping y'all get a check or something.
Yeah. Well, this isn't come out meeting all kinds of patches like Friday the 13th on Xbox.
Well, this isn't the first time something crazy happened with Lawbreakers. Remember they said they weren't going to put it on the Switch because the Switch didn't have enough buttons?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, and then they showed they
changed it around, man.
Like, they didn't even know how many buttons were on the controller. So
they just said the Switch is bullshit. That's all.
Yeah, basically, they're not paying attention to that trash. That's what it come down to.
Hey, they might not be paying attention to the Xbox One either. Like, I feel like they're just in their own development world right now.
Well, they're a small team. They got to go where the fan base is. I mean,
but honestly, when I'm looking at a game like Lawbreakers, I don't see it running very well on the console. I see it really succeeding on their PC, especially the way that game's designed.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, that game is too fast. The verticality in that game is too much, and I don't think a controller can do it.
I agree with that.
No, it was Cliffy B with the 512 megabytes of RAM. Fuck out of here.
I got the best bot right there.
Oh, Smooth, you better hop in this topic real quick before we move on.
Sure, what's up?
Hold on. First of all, is your mind here? Is your mind here? Because you've been damage controlling all weekend. Are you settled in right now?
I'm fine. I don't know if I was damage
all
controlling.
right, you've been losing your mind all weekend. You have.
What's he been doing?
Oh my God, where should I start? Like anybody that fucking tweets about Microsoft, he's just been on it. I made a general tweet and he just appeared out of nowhere about this Killing Floor shit not being true 4K like Microsoft kept throwing around. And then he got on and started damage controlling about if the assets is 4K, it's still going to be the best console version and this, that, and the third.
Mm-hmm.
He's just gone. He's just snapping on everybody.
So that is what we're talking about right now. Killing Floor 2 will be 1800p, not 4K, not 4K uncompromised. So
true 4K.
What's going on, man? What happened to the power?
What happened to the power? The power is still there.
Why it ain't being used, sir? Sir, why it ain't being used?
It's up to the developer how to use that power.
No, I'm sorry. I have to interrupt. Heartache, I'm sorry, I have to interrupt. That is the most bullshit fucking comment I've ever heard. It's not up to the developer. It is weak hardware. It is weak hardware. It is weak.
Hold on. Did you hear what the developer said though? They said if they would have did 4K, it would have
without sacrificing the frame rates, they chose to go with the 1800p.
So what do you mean it was up to the developer? It was up to the
hardware. It was up to him to do that.
They
decided to do that.
They couldn't do it. They couldn't do it.
He could have gotten 4K, just would have been with sucky frame rates.
Which means it's not strong.
So that means it can't do it.
Oh, what?
That means it can't do it. That means the hardware is weak.
It means
Smooth.
it could do it. They could do it. It's just the frame rates they had problems.
Oh,
with.
whoa.
That's not doing it.
Hold on. If we going with that logic,
You're
if we
arguing why
going,
it's not
hold on.
4K.
If we're
You saying
going
it
with
can't
that
do
logic,
true 4K.
dog. If we
Apparently
going with that
can.
logic,
I can see if you said it can't do true 4K 60, that would be a different. But
Yo,
you said it can't do true
the
4K.
Switch can run 4K at one frame if it wanted to.
oh yeah, if we're going with that logic, the PS4.
No,
Pro
but that's
can do
real.
4K.
It's the logic. That it is what it is. There's no.
No,
The thing is, you can say logic all you want, but that logic is fucking bad. That's the problem. Your
Well,
logic is
that's not my problem. It is what it is.
no, it is what it is in the
No,
sense
it
that
is
the
what it is.
Xbox One X is a weak system. That's the
No,
problem.
okay, it's a weak system. You've been clamoring that shit for 6 months. What is that
Smooth,
supposed to
why
do?
I've been
Like,
cutting
I
the shit
don't
since
get
the
it.
Xbox One X was announced. It's going to be weak. It's going to be weak on launch. It's going to be weak when you get it. You're not getting what you think you want.
Dude, you sound upset, dude. Like you're really
I'm
mad.
not
at the
upset. I'm just trying to show you the truth. That's the
What
problem.
truth? Like, so every time a game runs native 4K, what are you going to say to me? Nothing. All right. So
Oh,
keep.
congrats.
so stay
But you
at
have
that.
one game
For every
native
game
4K.
that's native
Congratulations,
4K,
unlucky.
don't say
970.
anything to me.
What does that
No,
mean?
listen. For every game that's native 4K, don't say anything to me. So if
And
you're
for
gonna
every game
say-
that
if you're
isn't
gonna
native
say
4K,
anything to
don't
me
say
for every
anything.
game
That's the
not
same
native
thing back to
4K,
you.
Just speak to me every time a game is native 4K.
Okay, so then you're gonna talk to me one time, and I'll talk to you every other time a game is not native 4K, like every other game that's been announced.
And I'll
That's
call
the
you
problem that
if it's
Microsoft
native
is
4K, I'll just give you a
doing.
call and
Keep-
say, "Hey, what's up?"
Let me interject real quick as the host.
So like, what are you trying to say to me? So you're gonna give me,
I don't
you're gonna give me
understand
shit.
what
Okay, but hold on. You're gonna
understand
give
your
me
point.
shit
You
one
wanna-
time.
You want to
'cause
sell the narrative that the console is weak. Your words, weak. So
It's
it's
weak.
not the most powerful console if it's weak.
Okay, so Smooth, to you, what do you think is in the Xbox One X compared to a GPU on a PC?
What do I think? What's in it?
What's
Yeah,
comparable?
what is in it? Tell me what you think is in that
comparing
GPU.
a system on a chip versus a graphic card alone. Like, no.
Okay,
I'm not
so
doing that.
immediately, we know for a fact because Digital Foundry said it. It's an RX 480,
It's
6
not a
teraflop
RX
card.
480. It's actually.
So what
it's
is
not
it?
a RX
What is it? What is it?
It's,
What is
it's
it?
actually it's a step or above RX 480.
What
So
would
an
that
RX 580.
It's optimized as hell 580.
Okay. So let's look at facts and let's look at reality, Smooth. Okay, let's look at facts and let's look at reality. Basically, that's
Alternate
SoC,
reality.
and I'm not giving Microsoft shit. They did something very impressive. They took an RX 580 and a GTX 1060, and they put it together basically into one chip. And I'm incredibly
And
impressed
they
by
made
that.
a weak ass
on-
system with it. Pretty much what you said. They made a weak ass system.
But,
It's a weak
but
ass
hold
system.
on. Let's get to the point. The thing is, it's very impressive. The problem is, it's still not as powerful as they're making it out to be. And you're falling for hype and you're falling for narrative.
I'm not falling for
Being
anything.
look, hold on. Let me finish. Being an Xbot is perfectly fine. But don't come up and start screaming that games are going to be 4K native, 4K this, 4K that, when you've got one game being 4K. Every other game being announced is being
That's
checkerboarded to 4K.
actually false. I can name you
Games
about
aren't running at 60
I can
FPS, they're
name
running
you
at
more
30.
than one game that's 4K.
And then right now you've got developers saying we have to lower the resolution to get a good frame rate at 60 FPS because it's not going to be able to do it. It's weak hardware.
I can name you more than one game that's 4K.
And a graphically impressive game.
So Shadow of War is not graphically
Yeah,
impressive.
graphically impressive with talent, though.
So
like
Shadow of
talented
War is
type stuff.
We have
ugly
not
game now?
seen Shadow of War. Is it checkerboarded? Is it 60 frames? What is it?
I heard it was
said
native
said
30.
it, so they go with native
I heard it was
4K.
4K native, but 30.
And let me interject real quick.
Oh
We were
my
told
God.
that this system was going to be offering true 4K gaming, not this upscale checkerboarding stuff. And here we are at 1800p. You made a bet with me that I was supposed to eat shit. I didn't have to eat shit. You know,
All right,
so Smooth, what's going
congratulations.
on?
You don't have to eat
Do
your own
Smooth
food.
ever win a bet? Like, let's be serious.
Here's the thing.
And honestly,
Ever
Smooth,
win?
look, hold on. Let me be real. I follow Smooth on Twitter. I talk to Smooth on Twitter. We don't fight anything like that. I'm just giving you shit, Smooth. You know that, right? I'm just fucking poking the bear. That's all I'm doing.
Listen, man, this is the hard life of a corporate slave, man.
I am not a corporate
Yes.
slave. I think I'm
What?
more. I am not.
Okay.
I think I'm very reputable, credible.
Bro,
and-
hold on. Everybody stop. Let me interject real quick.
Did you walk through a closet? Are you ignoring me?
Didn't this man say most games were rendered in 480p last generation? Or something crazy like that?
I know he said the difference between 900p and 1080 is 180 pixels. I know he said
Dude, that was a long time ago. Why you keep
that wasn't that long. That was last year.
Abilities don't land on everything you say.
That was 2016.
Hold on, let me bring up the irrelevant files real quick.
Oh shit.
Just say you was misinformed. Smooth.
Smooth, you do have your own folder.
This nigga said he credible in the gaming community. This shit funny.
I know, but you know what? Let's be real though. So Smooth has been on Press Start podcast a couple of times, and the last couple of times, he's actually been right about a few things. I'm going to give credit where credit is due. When Smooth is not being like a bot, he does know his shit to a certain degree. So I'll give him that. Like he's not all bad. Like you guys don't go too hard on him.
Yeah, it's falling on deaf ears, sir. We don't believe you. Sorry. We've been dealing with this man long enough. I'm sorry. It's nothing you can tell us.
It's not like Smooth don't know what it's not like Smooth doesn't say anything credible at all. It's just that a lot of the stuff you say at times, you do make points. But a lot of stuff you say at times, I'll be like, yo, I know you just didn't say that just now. Like all the exclusives was gonna come out that 1 year, and I'm like, why would you think that?
I just feel that Microsoft isn't being a good girlfriend to Smooth. And when I say that is, your boys tell you, hey, your girlfriend's not doing what she's supposed to be doing. She's doing some shady stuff, but you're too much in love and you don't believe them. You don't believe your boys when they see your girl doing you wrong. And that's how I look at you, Smooth. Microsoft's doing you wrong.
How are they doing me wrong?
They're telling you they're doing one thing, but they're not doing it. And your boys are trying to tell you to wake up, open your eyes, but you got the blinders on. You can't see.
What 5 games is supposed to be running native 4K?
Oh, really? We really going to do this
at 60?
Now they got to be at 6. So
I don't know. Like
4K 30 is fine. Like honestly, that's okay.
I'm still at work. I gotta get out of here. I don't have my list sitting in front of me.
Are you gonna drive too?
That's not 5 games. I ain't saying all of them.
Yeah. So the 5 games off the top of my head that I know is, of course, Forza, Shadow of War, Super Lucky Tales.
Let him finish, yo.
There's no like.
We know. Oh, these new games are games in general.
This name, I'm sorry. What's going on?
We got Halo 5, Gears of War 4, Forza Horizon 3.
Yeah, you had to pull out.
You might as well say 2K18.
Might as well. Forza is not a.
Oh yeah,
right.
Chat gave you one.
Don't say it's not demanding. Don't let that fall out your mouth.
What's not demanding?
No, I wasn't going to say demanding. I was just saying why is this like he said like it should be easy to get the next 3 games that I listed as 2K. Like, and we all know sports sims and stuff should be like they're as far as like soaking up power. I don't think I've ever played a sports game.
What about Need for Speed or Battlefront 2?
Need for Speed is 4K. Battlefront 2 is probably checkerboard.
Okay, so
you got the Battlefield.
Let me give you one. Titanfall.
Hold on, they confirmed Need for Speed.
Kofi said that.
It's a racer. It's a racer, so it should.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, it should be 4K.
I mean, look, here's the thing. I'll give it to Xbox. There are going to be some games that are native 4K. There are going to be some games that are checkerboarded, and that's fine. Honestly, to me, 4K is a meme. Like I don't think 4K is necessary right now. I think right now frame rate is more necessary than resolution.
Frame rate is always more necessary.
Correct. But when you're looking at the problem that I have with Microsoft right now is the marketing and the branding. They're naming it as a true 4K console. They're doing a bunch of shit on the side, like 6 is greater than 4, so they're bullshit. And you know what? When push comes to shove and the games aren't running at 4K, but you're saying it's 4K, that's bullshit to me. And that's where I have the fucking problem. That's where I have an issue with like you saying, here's this box, it's $500.
This system is a beast. That's what they said.
I don't know.
Yeah, like it's a beast. It's a monster.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry to cut you, but can we just take a second to acknowledge that Xbox does have native 4K games? I mean,
it does. It absolutely does. I'm not gonna deny that. I'm not denying that, and that's perfectly great.
The first party games that they have coming out now: Forza 3, Forza Motorsport 7, Gears of War 4, Halo 2, Killer Instinct, Minecraft, Sea of Thieves, and Halo 5. That's the first party.
You know what, Jimmy? I'm not going to deny that from you, but the problem that I have.
Well, what about the only new title that is first party that is
Crackdown.
like AAA?
No, Crackdown.
Yeah.
Crackdown. That
it's
shit.
Forza.
Does anybody think Crackdown looks even good. Like that game looks like trash.
It's a very weird looking game.
I think what's gonna happen when Crackdown comes out is that they're gonna give you an option to pick that cell shading shit. I don't think it's gonna be like that.
I think it's gonna be cell shaded.
Where did you get that from, fam?
I'm about to
Get that from.
It's nothing wrong with cell shaded. It's just.
We saw so many iterations on how that game looked that it may be some kind of.
That's because it looks so many different
ways. When you got film grain, shit like that.
Nah,
that stuff I turn off immediately. Like,
I hope so. I'm hoping so. Listen, I'm not saying it is. I'm hoping so because that shit looks ugly.
Nah, that's
you gotta start praying to
Turning it
BG, the God, because it ain't happening.
I will say this though, Crackdown sometimes. Crackdown looks great sometimes and looks like shit other times. I can't figure out which one is the real Crackdown.
It never looked good to me, but
it always looks like
Jimmy. I got a question. How would you have the option to turn off cell shading?
Effects.
Okay,
okay.
He was tripping. He was tripping.
No, I wasn't tripping. I'm saying like I hope they have.
What they gonna have? He
was saying it was gonna be a filter.
But wouldn't that just be a different game?
He was saying it was gonna be a filter. Like
I said I'm hoping that.
We gotta have some weed before the damn podcast.
That would be
Bro,
like
do you have some of that wacky tobacco over there? Is that what's going
That
on?
would be like playing Zelda Wind Waker and thinking you can turn on
Listen, Pony Will crew. Listen.
Don't call me a pony, man. I'm not part of that.
Well, you're not a monitor.
You're not a permanent member yet, so you know.
Hold on. What does Xbox have to do with Sony right now? I'm confused.
That's the side step. Don't worry about it. Roll with it, man. It's the side.
He's saying we all ponies. That's what he's saying. He's saying that we're all ponies.
I don't know welfare PlayStation.
Same. Oh, you want to know my monitors, Heartache?
Yeah.
I've got a BenQ 2430 144 hertz monitor. It's 1080, but I don't want anything higher than that right now until 4K goes to 144.
That's that'll
be this fall. They already have them.
Yeah, but that's gonna be like.
Ain't they on the way for like 3,000?
They'll be on the way, but they'll be like incredibly expensive.
Exactly.
So I just like frame rate over everything. So I have a 1070 Founders Edition and just the BenQ. It's called a Zoe now. I got a buddy of mine bought it, but 144 frames per second is where you want to be, dude. 60 FPS is trash now.
Oh.
Yeah, 60 FPS is trash.
Playable, but not ideal. We ready to move on, guys, or what?
Oh yeah, this is Bond's Day.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Why you say it like that?
I'm just saying.
You just wake up from the dead. You was dead. You did just get murdered. Did you just wake up from the dead? All right.
So let's talk about the Sega Flashback console real quick. I thought it would be a good idea. 85 games, 2 wireless 6-button controllers. If you have the old cartridges, you can plug and play them in. It plugs in via HDMI, but every review is slamming this thing. Like, killing it. Games, the Sega Flashback.
The Flashback.
So GameSpot said to not even buy it because it has sound issues. The sound sounds terrible. The speed of some of the games is off. The controllers are cheap and flimsy. The D-pads aren't like those OG amazing D-pads because the 6-button Sega Genesis controller, that's the second best next to Saturn's D-pad. And the crazy thing is it takes AAA batteries and you have to unscrew the controller to change the battery.
That's nothing new from the other one. Like the first of all, Sega had this.
That's the point, Red. They haven't learned. That's the point.
Wasn't there one like at Walmart like a bunch of years ago that was kind of good?
I think the problem, period, is because there's been so many iterations of this little retro flashbacks Sega Genesis. The problem is Sega has nothing to do with it. Like this company at Games is the one who made this one. I don't know who made the previous ones, and I think that's the problem. Because the only new thing about it is I think before it was infrared. As far as the wireless controllers, this one now is 2.5 gigahertz. So, and then of course the UI as far as loading the game up, now you have to actually have the cartridge inside. Like if you had your own cartridges, you have to have it inside the console and then load it up. Of course, we never had to do that back in the days. So, and then I didn't know about the D-pad being flimsy, but I think that's the problem because Sega is not the one actually producing the console. I think that's where the problem lies compared to Nintendo actually has something to do with their retro consoles. So I just don't think it needs to be outsourced for it to, and then it'll be successful.
Definitely
Doesn't-
not. This is like the third mess up at games.
Let the past go, goddammit.
And all it is that they emulated it on probably some shitty emulation hardware, and it's not doing it right. That's all.
Let the
I remember
past
hearing
go.
that like the Sega Genesis had like really good sound chipsets, and that's why a lot of emulators have a hard time with the sound.
Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah, dumping
But
it.
then
the
people
sound- I mean,
like optimize those though. It's been games that's been optimized that people did themselves.
Yeah.
So I don't see why they couldn't fix anything.
Because
That's not-
emulation will cause that. Emulation will
Yeah,
cause that.
the emulator scene is huge. Like I was working on my N64 emulator all weekend, but like I remember hearing a lot of stuff that like Sega is like really weird chipsets and stuff like that. And it's just kind of like a weird thing to do. And people are crazy. They do some really weird shit on the internet, and it'll happen one day. But paying money for that, I don't know. If it's not the way it sounds, you can tell like something is wrong if you play.
It's not going to sound like an original Genesis, and that's the problem. It's going to sound like an emulator, which emulators have this problem.
No, the emulators sound perfectly on the Genesis, at least on my computer. But this crap, I saw it on a review.
Yeah, like it depends on which one you get.
You just said on your computer. How much is your computer, Bond? This is what I'm trying to tell you.
Bro, the Genesis emulators have been out since like Windows
You're not listening to what I'm saying. How much does the Genesis machine cost? You get what I'm saying?
$85.
So what do you think is inside of it? This is what I'm trying to explain to you.
Probably a Raspberry Pi.
Thank you, and it's probably not running like your computer would. This is what I'm trying to explain to you,
bro.
If you take an emulator
But the
and put it on an inferior
computer,
piece of hardware, it's going to run like
you
that.
don't need a high-grade computer for it to run anything. Like
Yeah,
you
but
can run
you
it
know-
on a low-grade computer and still get a good emulator. What do you mean?
Right, but think about what they may have did. They might have tried and brought the cheapest shit possible. And this is the
Jimmy,
result.
you're greatly misinformed. It's probably not a hardware issue; it's a software issue. In high school, back in like
just said an emulator is not hardware though. Emulator is software. What are you talking about?
No, you asked me what kind of computer was I running, which is irrelevant because again, I was playing emulators on Genesis back in like high school, and they sounded.
Listen to what I'm saying.
fine.
I'm gonna explain it again, man, because
Go
you're
ahead.
misunderstanding me.
He talking about the system, not the computer.
Right, I'm talking.
Yeah, he's talking about the
whatever
hardware
they
in the-
put
in the
inside
box.
of the actual Genesis for it to be $85. It's probably worth 2 cents. Granted, yes, a cell phone can run these games with no problem. We don't know what they put inside of that Genesis.
But you just said a Raspberry Pi. Like you still could
Yeah,
run
but
stuff on a Raspberry Pi. I'm
Yeah.
trying to understand your point.
My point is, we don't know what they put
He's saying it's
inside
cheaply
of it.
built, basically.
Yes, it's cheaply built, some cheap shit in there. That's probably what's causing the problem.
And that could be why the controllers feel like mush.
Yes,
and
it's
why a lot of
right.
things
Why the
happen.
controllers look like they cut corners with the fucking machine. That's what happened. Well, like that's what happened. That's the culprit.
All right, I
Really?
get what you're saying now.
Oh yeah, I shouldn't be buying these fucking old
No.
consoles. We got new shit.
No.
coming out. So-
Oh damn! I mean, BG was in this motherfucker.
Low key.
Welcome, my nigga. Welcome. Hold on. You're supposed to be switching roles, so you got
we only 2 topics in. Go back. We literally just on the second topic.
Fam.
We only on the second topic, my guy. Is that okay?
You agreed to be more entertaining this week. That's all.
We only on the second topic.
Okay.
We spoke about this topic last week, so I didn't have anything to say about this.
Oh, we did? Come on,
remember
man. Recycling topics. I don't remember this shit.
So
last week.
this next topic will be good for BG because it requires some participation. I need everybody to say something nice about everybody else on this podcast. One thing you like about everybody else.
Remember I
You
told
give a fuck about what NPCs think?
I'm talking about you guys, not me.
What's going on, man? All right, let me tell you how I feel about you, Bond.
Okay.
No, somebody else go first.
Okay, so I'll go.
personal
I've been
good
listening.
shit. Yeah, this was it.
Okay.
Something you like about everybody.
I got it. Wait.
All right, so I've been listening for a couple of weeks, and I have to say, I think Hard 8 has one of the funniest laughs, and I think he's one of the funniest people I've heard in a long time.
Thank you, Alex. I appreciate that, brother. What's your channel? I'm about to go subscribe right now.
Oh no, it's Alex with 2 X's.
Keep it going, Alex. Keep it going, Alex.
Jack Move, he's the best pony you could ever find.
There you go.
Smooth. He's also the best bot.
That's the L. Both of them niggas get L's. Corporate slaves get L's.
I haven't really seen a lot of Jimmy's content, so I can't say anything yet, but Jimmy sounds like a pretty stand-up guy. Red is really great at putting me in my place when she needs to.
Damn.
And BG, I don't like his beard, but I think his hair is okay.
Okay.
Go ahead, Jack.
Damn, what do I like about all y'all motherfuckers, man? Let me think.
Damn, bro.
I like the fact that Bond up front with people. You know what I'm saying? He pretty much say how he feeling.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
BG. I don't know. BG just cool to me. Like we don't really just never have too many problems. So BG kind of like a laid back dude. Let me think. What do I like about Hard 8? Let me think. I don't know. We just be tripping. Like I like his sense of humor. Like we pretty much got the same sense of humor. We be laughing at shit. So I fucks with that.
Thank you, sir.
There you go. Alex is very knowledgeable about the shit that he talk about. He just don't like really too much jump off the deep end with shit. So I can appreciate that about him.
Sometimes I have to pause. I have to pause sometimes. It's okay.
Yeah, pause. Smooth. Smooth. I don't know. Smooth acknowledge when he say like, I don't know. It's like he live up to the dumb shit he say sometimes. Like he don't really be trying like, oh, I didn't say that. He's like, yeah, I said that. Like that's really how I feel. So even if I don't agree with it, I can still fuck with that. Jimmy. What I like about Jimmy?
A lot of things I like about me, man.
I do. Yeah, you just a cool dude like that. You try to keep the peace shit like that, so I can fuck with that. Yeah. Just a real peaceful cat. Let me see. Red. What do I like about Red? I like the Brooklyn skill tree because of Red, because I tune in to see how Red looking every week. I ain't gonna lie about that.
Oh, this nigga horny. Come on, man.
Yo,
Hold on. So you don't watch the skill tree for no other reason? Keep it real.
God,
Yeah,
really?
falling asleep out there.
I feel you.
Come on, Jack. I was not expecting you to go in creep mode, man. Come on, we better than this.
Hold on. 'Cause you know what it sounds like to me? It sounds like Red is blushing behind the microphone. Are you blushing?
Listen,
Why you
Rick,
say
a lot of
that?
people watch
I'm
skill
not
tree.
blushing.
A lot
Do
of
you
people
see
watch
some of
skill
the
tree.
comments that I get?
See, I wasn't like that though. I was real
You know,
respectful.
what's crazy is when you watch a Red live stream, all the talk about the groceries.
That's real though.
No, don't start that, man. Oh gosh, I've been streaming for the past couple of days, and I have yet to get that. Now you just go and just revive it. Thanks a lot.
All right,
Thanks
Jimmy,
a
your
lot.
turn, Jimmy.
Oh man, my turn. What do I hate about everybody? No, I'm just
No.
everybody in the podcast right now. Okay, I'll start with you, Bond. What I like about you is how much you don't give a fuck when you live stream. You pay nobody no fucking mind. What you gotta do. I mean, nobody at all, including the time when your screen was black and we was telling you for 20 minutes and you didn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I like how you don't give a fuck. BG, what I like about BG is his decision making skills. What I like about Hard 8 is how fucking upfront he is.
Thank you, sir.
What I like about Smooth is his fucking bravery, because Smooth will say some crazy shit and take all the heat.
Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
he takes.
He know it's coming. He'll stand right up and take it. Like, you know, I respect that. What I respect about Jack Move is that Jack Move is a lot like me when it comes to getting upset. We have a lot of similarities.
No doubt.
Jack probably got the most similarities out of everybody here to me that I've noticed, but I try not to do what he do because I'm a little older. And Alex, I've been paying attention to you the last couple of days. What I like about you is your interaction and how upfront you are. Because I saw you on Twitter in a couple of conversations, and I saw the way that you handle yourself. You're very honest and
I try not to curse at people on Twitter because it's only 140 characters, and I say fuck a lot, so that really wouldn't work.
But you're very honest. Like, you say things I wouldn't expect. So that's cool coming from you, because I expect you to take a more political approach for some reason.
I don't
so
like politics at all, so I kind of like skate that.
Well, I'm talking about being diplomatic, though.
Hey, hold on. Let me go because I'm feeling emotional and I'm feeling the moment right now.
Oh, here it comes.
It's like, all right, let me just get this out the way. All right?
I didn't say nothing about Red yet.
You did say something about Red, didn't you? Oh, go ahead.
I didn't talk about the groceries yet. No, I'm just playing. No, I'm joking. I was keeping a joke
for the podcast. All right?
What I like about Red is
Pornhub
Red is a very vicious person, and I respect that about her.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, so one of the things that I respect about, I'm gonna start with you, Black Bond, since you're the host today. I like the fact that you play on a 1080p peasant ass monitor, and you still think you're superior. So I really, you got a lot of confidence, all right? Even though you play on some bullshit, and you're a peasant, but it's all good, man. So that's what I like about Bond.
I accept the 1080p as in race.
Okay, he keeps his confidence at all times. What I like about BG, listen, now what I like about BG is that He wears skinny leg jeans and LA Gears, and he don't give a fuck what nobody got to say about it.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? I like that. He gets 15 parts in his head like MC Hammer. Oh, it's my moment, sir. It's my moment, sir. It's my moment. Can I have my moment? Can I have my moment? Can I have my moment? Okay. He's very confident with an MC Hammer haircut. I like it about BG. That is very impressive. Okay, just let me have my moment. Okay. Now, Kid Smooth. I don't like the Best Bot. I really don't. Anytime I can piss off the Best Bot, I do. But I like Jerry. I think Jerry is a cool guy. Jerry's cool. The Best Bot, no. But Jerry is definitely cool. Who else I got left? Okay, Red. Now,
oh, you feeling horny too, ain't you?
Nigga, we got real quiet on this.
You gotta get real careful. No, because I was about to do something, but I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. No, I was about to do something, but I'm gonna just skip it. But no, I know Red the longest in this on this podcast. So you know, me and Red, we cool. We always been cool for a long time. So that's it. I mean, Alex, he ain't part of the podcast. So I ain't gotta give my.
Oh wow!
I'm not gonna say it. I like your straightforward. I don't know. I don't
even like my biceps. Come on, man.
What?
Oh,
yeah. Fuck.
You always got to get that pause once a week. There you go.
Pause.
There you go, Alex.
We got to pause. I don't know what goes on that press stop and all. I mean, press start. Excuse me. What goes on at that podcast? We don't do that over here, sir. Pause.
I had to get out once.
Pause. Now, Jimmy.
Oh shit! The chat just exploded with pause. It's great.
My man, pick one, man. Pick one, my man.
Now, I like Jimmy. Cool. You know what I'm saying? Jimmy seemed to be a straight up front guy. You know what I mean? We kind of agree on a lot of things because we kind of see things from the same eyes. So I fucks with Jimmy on that tip. Jack Move. I mean, what can I say about Jack Move, man? That's my nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? He still ain't fucking no bitches, but you know, that's all good. You know what I'm saying? That's still my man and all that, man. So that's all I got to say, man.
All right, Smooth.
All right. Oh, this is like, who came up with this kindergarten like type of scenario? But, I mean, yeah.
Are you driving right now, Smooth?
Yeah.
Be careful. Put on your seatbelt. Don't fucking drive careful.
Oh, man.
Hey, this is all black bond.
Yeah.
We'll get to the point at the end. Don't worry.
All right. So I'm gonna start with BG. What I like about BG, I've always been. I think I've said this in videos before. A big fan of BG, not like fanatic. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? I wasn't like jumping for joy when he DM'd me, no homo. But no, I just been a fan of his content. I didn't find it as boring. I see that all his content was kind of on like consistent, like very level. But I think has a great mind as far as doing things, getting things together, and being able to present his vision. I definitely respect that about BG. I think is awesome. So, but yeah, like BG's a cool person, and I never really understood why certain, I guess, people had something against BG, like the person. So, as far as Jack Move Johnny, goddamn, believe it or not, you know what I mean? I like Jack Move's content, you know. I like Jack Moves as a jokester, as his humor. I think he's one funny person. I'm about to say, if this was like me a couple years ago, I probably would have hated him for the same reasons. But I ain't gonna lie. I completely jacked off. Wow, that shit was wrong.
Wait a minute.
Can we pass?
Oh man, Jack.
Can we pass the pause trophy to Smooth?
He jack off to your content. He jack off to your waves. Pause.
No, I completely swagger Jack Moves whole like corporate slavery, if you know what I mean. And I don't mean to coin like that, but with the whole, I'm the pony commissioner. That's where I am
that's
the best.
That's not something you want to jack. No offense.
No, but I thought it was freaking cool.
You saying your whole aura on YouTube is kind of like you took.
Hold on, Bond.
So you took
what does Smooth on a jack
from another corporate slave. Okay, we got it.
It was like wow, like for all the.
So does that mean
he reps that plastic?
Yeah,
I don't know, like,
dope.
you
It was
said-
dope. It was dope. I still, to this day, I still appreciate it.
You respect his point of view, is what you're saying.
I just respect how he didn't get like he's the pony commissioner. That's
No,
I
like,
like
all right.
that.
So that's
That was
a
You
much
like how
way of
he
saying
lived
you're
up
trying
to
to jack
it,
off to.
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah, I love that shit. So that's why I was like, then I'm the best spot. I don't give a damn. All right. So and wow, in Red, I don't know if I got anything to say. I mean,
Better have something to say.
Red is a very fine individual. You know, she's really cool to hang out with. Very cool to hang out with. I like her content. I like her gaming knowledge. I just like her being in the podcast whenever she's here, which is rarely. But no, I have nothing really against Red. Sometimes I know them shots be coming. You know, that I try to brush off. It's like, all right, I ain't got nothing.
Shoulder roll, man. It's all right.
The shoulder roll, but yeah, the master of the shoulder roll. That's what it is. Yeah, so Red, you know, wonderful person. I appreciate all the time that I got to spend with you out in LA. It was you made the experience that much better. It was pretty awesome. So Red's a cool person, right?
Appreciate it.
And
why you laughing, yo?
Oh, somebody was like, "Oh, like he."
Red has not stopped blushing.
This
for like the
nigga
last
posted
15
something.
minutes.
God, okay.
all right, hard eight. All right, so all right.
The one and only. What's up?
Hard 8. All right. So what I like about Hard 8. Now.
Wait, what?
What
just happened?
man?
What's good, everyone?
What's just going on?
I
Review
what
check gonna say is here.
Are you kidding me right now?
Hold on, are you about to nerd out or something? Like,
I'm about to nerd out, my friend.
See a star? I'm sorry.
I see someone who's kind of cool.
All
right. So let me tell you what I like about Hard 8 because I'm reaching for something. All right. No, Hard 8 is extremely humorous. I like how Hard 8 keeps everything consistent. I know what to expect out of Hard 8. I know when I'm going to say something. I know when he's going to reply and how he's going to reply. So sometimes I don't say shit at all. But,
damn, he got you trained like that?
No, sometimes.
Nah, it's like
Here's the thing with me and Hard 8 too is that as much as me and him, we've had like fallouts like over dumb shit on Twitter. I think Hard 8's cool. I have no beef with Hard 8. Hard 8, I think you're a cool dude. There you go.
All right. That's what's up. I got no problem with you either, Rich. You just don't play no games. You know? I need that gamer tag. I need that gamer tag right now, sir. Sorry.
You can take it. You can have it.
This is Weapon Wheel Podcast. You know, this is what we do. We need gamer tags. But no, go ahead. Continue.
gamer tags back.
Yeah. You're no, I just think you're consistent with everybody. With everybody. Usually when I'll look at Hard 8 when he's like having a problem with somebody and see who's going. I was like, all right, let me see how he handled this person. I'm like, oh, okay.
Nice, well, we gotta wrap it up, man. We gotta get the right
All right, you gotta wrap it up.
Still doing the eulogy and shit.
Yeah. Start rolling the music. Just
Blackmon, you are
Uh-oh.
wow. You know what's crazy? I'll say this.
so loud.
I don't have a hate towards Blackmon, and I don't have like a dislike towards Blackmon. You are very, very tolerable, and sometimes just like Hard 8, I know exactly how you're gonna come. So some days if I feel like saying something or making a certain video, I'm like, do I have the toleration for his response right now? And I won't make it. But if I do have the toleration,
I'm glad I got you trained like that. Smooth.
I'll make it. It's not about training. It's about tolerance, and sometimes I have the tolerance to do the arguing, and then sometimes I don't. But
Red, you're up. Smooth. I gotta cut you off. Smooth, you're taking too long. Go ahead, Red.
All right. I start with. Damn, he's going. I start with Hard 8 because you have.
Like, God, write a love letter. BG, accept Mel.
I'm a pretty cool nigga, my guy.
But
Now he talks.
But Yeah, Hardy, I known him for we've known each other for almost, I guess, damn near 7 years.
Y'all knew each other that long? Wow.
Damn.
Listen, man, stop the thirstiness, all right?
Damn, I ain't know that.
We've been doing this.
Wow.
Yeah, mad cool. We've been all the time. Stand-up dude. I respect him for always being consistent on how he speaks his mind. That's the most important thing to me with anybody.
Yeah.
Right
whether you agree or disagree with him, if someone can speak their mind and stick to it, that's respectful.
I'll move to BG. I know BG, of course, in person. Real cool dude. Have a very great business mindset. That's really dope. And know how to bring everyone together, and also doesn't feed into drama. And try to keep everybody together, cool, calm, and collective. I think that's important.
He also
as
feeds
well.
y'all. Shit.
Well, there's two fun facts here. It's because of BG that I actually got partnered on YouTube back in the day. Yes, Black Box.
Let me finish, dude. Who's this? Let me finish.
Oh. You can finish.
Yeah, we don't care how many subs you got, Rich. You gotta wait.
Yeah, you gotta wait, dude.
We don't care over here. You gotta wait.
Kid Smooth, it was great. Yeah, finally meeting you, spending time in LA as well. You and your girl is really dope, really cool. I always respect your knowledge as well. You do say some crazy stuff, but you are king of the shoulder roll right about now. But yeah, always respect your opinion until you turn into the bot. That's when it gets kind of crazy. But yeah, real cool stand-up dude, and enjoyed your time as well in LA. Jimmy, I think you're a really mature guy, especially when it comes to certain topics, certain things on how it's held as well. You don't really feed into drama too. I don't really get a chance to speak to you as much, but that's from what I can see.
Jimmy don't feed the drama. What?
She ain't seen the Rhyme with Jimmy videos.
Oh, she ain't been around a while.
No.
Yeah, I didn't see his drama. But I'm talking about in the podcast when everybody started getting a little lit. I'm not talking about other stuff. I'm talking about in the podcast. Yeah, in the podcast.
You can continue with the compliments. I'm listening. Thank you. Just fucking.
Yeah. Yeah, Alex, I finally got a chance to speak to you on the press start. I think you sound very passionate as far as the topic that you talk about, especially when it comes to PC and your knowledge with PC, which I respect. And then you had your likeness for the Chun-Li thighs that you was talking about on Twitter.
It's my Cuban heritage. 6 eyes and a little derriere is what I need in my life.
Other than that, what else? Bond, I would say his consistency on being with the PC race all the time since years ago, making YouTube videos, always watching YouTube videos as well. Same with BG, on how you always consistently want to talk about PC is the master race, which is crazy. But and then with Jack, just mad funny, just a real funny dude. I don't get a chance to talk to you as much, but I think you're hilarious, for real, in your content. And have one of the best intros that you always fail to do every time I'm in a podcast.
Oh, my bad.
Which I don't respect. I don't
respect that. It's confirmed.
My bad.
There you go. See, I told you.
And the truth is out.
I can call me a pony all y'all want. How a pony plays all different types of games on different platforms.
Look, that's not stuff.
Other than that,
You know it, right?
Damage control.
All right,
I play my game.
I'm gonna go.
I
want BG to go. I want BG to go last.
Okay, before you go, Rich, you mind tweeting out our podcast? We can definitely use some of your viewers. Yeah, we could definitely use some of them guys. Bring them on in. Bring them on. I mean, 300, 400,000. Go ahead, bring them on in, player. Go ahead, man. Bring them on in, man.
Let me go real quick. I like Hard 8 because he's direct. Hard 8 he don't bullshit me.
Yeah,
Alex, we both like PC gaming and wrestling.
That's
Jack,
what it is. Too sweet.
I mean, if I had to choose a corporate slave I can get along with, I guess it would be Jack because he doesn't go out of control. Smooth, man. You're like the kid that gets picked last in dodgeball. I kind of want you on my team though sometimes. I want to win with you. I want you to taste victory sometimes.
Man, Jesus.
Jimmy, it's kind of crazy because like I haven't listened to sports radio for the past month. I just be listening to Jimmy going to work in the morning, which is freaking crazy.
Yeah,
Rich is good because hey, like Rich, I got my partnership from BG too. So me and Rich have been at it. I remember me and Rich both had 3,000 subs, but unfortunately I don't have hundreds of thousands like him right now. Red, First Lady Weapon Wheel. Never had any issues with Red. Red's always been cool, level head and everything. And BG, I appreciate the business savvy and the fact that you brought all this together.
Facts.
Go ahead, BG.
All right, let me talk my shit.
This one.
All right, so,
hold on. Everybody try to stay up,
here we
okay?
go.
Nobody, please don't fall asleep.
So for the record, because people don't understand the shit I've done out here. Yes, I got Bond and Review Tech, their partnership back in the day. For those of you youngsters who don't know, I did. Yeah, I'm taking credit for that. Okay. Now, I'm gonna start with Bond. So, unlike Kid Smooth talking about he don't dislike Bond, I legit don't like this nigga. I'm not even gonna fuck. I legit do not like this nigga. Like that. Like Bond is the only person in this podcast who I've muted and blocked.
No, you muted Hard 8. Don't lie, you muted Hard 8.
No, he mean
no. I'm talking about it on Twitter.
Okay.
I've muted Bond like 2-3 times. I've blocked him twice, I think. Only person I legit don't like this nigga. But since I gotta say something I like, Bond's an intelligent, knowledgeable guy in gaming. No denying that. That's what I gotta say about him. Red the homie, of course. Real professional. I think she's very business minded like me. I can spot that in her, of course, with everything she does with her aspirations and everything like that. So, appreciate that about her. Alex, I look at Alex as like the friend of my son. How you want your children. Yeah, Kofi. You know how you want your children to be surrounded by other good friends. Positive role models. That's why I like Alex, because he's doing good things for my son, for my little boy, Kofi.
I'm trying to get him in shape is what I'm trying to do.
So I appreciate you teaching him and being a positive role model for him, a good friend to him. Jack is and Lisa says this about Jack too. Like Jack is like Jack reminds us it's like a cartoon character. Like I don't know.
Is it a game? Hold on. All right.
There's something about the way Jack talk and the way this nigga look. He looked like a cartoon character. Like I'm not lying. Like he looked like he belonged in one of these new age cartoons, like poorly drawn cartoons or something.
So you all the same things you like, man. Not roast niggas. Trying to roast niggas side. I mean,
I'm definitely not. Like Jack, my guy. He a funny guy. He look, like I said, he just remind us of a cartoon, and you're a real nigga, man. And he owns his ponyism. Smooth don't back down. Like people try to beat him down, but he don't back off or nothing like that. He's consistent. He's relentless. He realized that even though people hate on him a lot of y'all love him. Y'all realize he's literally a talking highlight reel in this podcast, and y'all kind of need him. So he's relentless. He doesn't stop no matter how much criticism he comes under. Jimmy. This nigga Jimmy lived 2 blocks from me, my nigga. This nigga's he cut from the same cloth I am. All right, he literally 2 down the.
Nah, he really not. Y'all cut from different cloths.
This nigga grew up in the same neighborhood I did, man. We
actually came outside. You didn't.
We practically related. We practically related, but Jimmy's a calm, cool, lot, level-headed thinking type of guy. Smart, everything like that. I think that's everybody. And like I said, just want to remind y'all, I did get Bond and Review Tech their partnership. I just want to put that out there again.
All right, so the reason why I did this, outside of it being kind of dry right now in gaming, is we like to argue and bicker, and So next time you want to argue and bicker like we usually do, think about what you like about that person you're arguing with. So maybe we can argue less.
Okay.
Maybe we can argue less.
Were you a teacher? Like a substitute
That's
teacher?
exactly what that feel like. Yep.
A little bit back in the day. Back in those early MVP days. But let's move on to the Switch selling 5 million. Thoughts, reactions, predictions. Will this bring in third-party developers?
Hold on, you gotta let Rich.
Oh yeah, Rich. Go ahead.
Let him introduce himself.
Go ahead, Rich.
What's going on, everybody? This is Rich of Review Tech USA. Bond wanted me to come on and talk about my video. What the hell is my video? I can't even think of it right now. The dark side of YouTube, and that's why I'm here.
We'll get to that later, though.
Okay.
But yeah, back to the topic. Switch sells 5 million, which is pretty damn incredible, I'll admit. I was wrong.
It's already over a third of the sales of the Wii U's entire
yeah.
lifetime.
I mean, I was wrong. I mean, I still don't think it will get development support, but as far as sales go, I was wrong. But does anybody have any thoughts, predictions, reactions? Do you think that it's going to garner third-party support?
I don't think it'll sway third-party developers. I still think the limitations will be with the hardware and what it could actually handle. You know what I mean? Yeah. You can't put a game on there if it can't handle the game. So that ends up being the biggest issue with it. But I mean, it could have third-party games just made for it by third-party developers, but it won't get ports of like other major AAA games unless they really shoehorn them on there.
And if they do shoehorn them, it'll probably be a pretty bad port.
Real quick.
What's up?
I actually forgot Hard 8.
I thought I went first. Didn't I go first?
No, I forgot.
You forgot the game.
Actually, I don't.
All right.
I mean, listen, me and Hard 8 are like the same and like complete opposites at the same time. Like sometimes I don't fuck with this nigga for real. Like this nigga be wildin'. This nigga be wildin' sometimes, dog. But like, nah, we cool. Like we just, we got that type of. Me, him, and Jack just got that type of chemistry. So we all work good together. But to the Switch, hey man, the Switch is still. I just want to say the Switch is still trash as a console, right? That doesn't change in my mind. It's still a bad console hardware wise. But it has some good wanted games, which is why it's selling 4.7 million. I still don't think this is really gonna get third parties involved because they still got the Xbox and the PS4, which have obviously way far than it in sales. So I still don't think it's a worthwhile investment, and you're obviously gonna have to make a piss poor version of it on the Switch versus the Xbox and the PlayStation 4. So it got some good games coming, but it's still a shitty console.
BG, I got a question for you.
Have a Switch, BG?
No, I'm getting one.
Okay.
BG, quick question for you. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You're good.
I wanted to ask BG, when you say it's a console, what do you consider the Switch?
Oh, you mean handheld or console?
Yeah.
That. Listen, I think it's a console. I don't look at it as a handheld. I
think it's a handheld.
I think that may be where the disconnect is happening, because when you look at what that system is and the fact that it's all encased in basically a to-go tablet, even though you can dock it and play it on the TV, I really consider it to be more of a handheld. So honestly, calling it a trash console, I don't think is fair, because you're comparing it against a lot of really big power boxes compared to what is just basically a tablet when you're really looking at it.
But I don't consider it trash, but it is. Nintendo still considers it their home console, and they're still saying the 3DS is their portable system.
Well, they're going to say that because they have.
I mean, it's relatively a hybrid. I would say it's a hybrid.
Yeah. I feel like it's a portable that can hook up to the TV.
Yeah,
it's basically the NVIDIA Shield tablet done right. It's exactly what it is.
Yeah. And I think Rich, your point is correct, because a lot of people are not going to develop that for a third party for that, just because it's such a, I wouldn't say difficult, but it's a very different thing to develop for, especially with having all the carts and things like that. But I don't know. I really consider it more of a handheld more than as a home console, and I think maybe that might be BG. That might be your disconnect with what's going on.
What's coming after Mario Odyssey? Like, what's the next big game?
Ain't that Fire Emblem game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
See, what I think they need to do, is get games that are, what did they just get on there? Overwatch would be a perfect example. If they could shoehorn it on there and get it to run good, that would be something that would be good for the system. You know what I mean? I'm sure that if they wanted to and Blizzard did their workarounds, that they could make that happen. That would be a kind of game that would be good for the Switch. But do I think that with good sales that they will get third party? It can't. And now, especially with that botched, how you have to do voice chat on the Switch. It's like, come on, man. Like, who's going to, like, okay, even if they could get the games, like third-party games to run on the Switch and their heavy multiplayer third-party games, who's going to want to deal with all that extra shit just to talk offline on the Switch when you could just put your headset right into your controller on your PS4, Xbox One, or PC? You know what I mean?
It's such a weird thing with that headset and the way they decided to split a lot of the audio. It doesn't make a lot of sense. But even with Overwatch on that console, a lot of people are going to be playing it portably, and access to Wi-Fi may be limited or spotty. So maybe Overwatch might not even be that great on it because of the connection that you might have with issues with.
I didn't even know that was going to the Switch. That game trash anyway too.
Hold on, it is? It's going to the Switch?
No, it's not, but there are rumors about it.
Game that would be good on the Switch. I have no issues with Wi-Fi, even like out and about, but I mean, the problem is that I think it's going to be another first-party system for Nintendo, which still may be a good thing because I think the appeal to it right now is you could take it with you and you could play it at home seamlessly. But yeah, I think the dream of getting a lot of third-party games on the Switch it's a pipeline dream. It's not going to happen. The hardware.
Y'all think the sales going to slow down?
Yeah.
It really depends. Right. It really depends on the lineup. I think if they keep putting out a lot of good first-party games every couple of months, I think the sales are going to keep going the way they are.
Yeah, that's why I asked what's coming after Mario Odyssey because it looked dry.
Hey, and then also, when's the other Xenoblade coming out?
This year.
We're not hyping that.
Yes.
Y'all need to learn from the last game. That was garbage.
I haven't played it though.
People right now are like, it's going to outsell the Wii. I'm like, how do you know? It's only a few months into the life cycle of the system, man. As I'm saying, there could be a dry spell coming after Odyssey that could make the sales slump. So you cannot say that this system, the Switch, is going to outsell, which the Wii sold over 100 million units, is going to outsell the Wii.
It's a nice piece.
People believe that?
People, there's people. There's a whole bunch of people. Pachter thinks it's going to sell like 40 or 50 million, which that's
people really think that's going to outsell the Wii. It's people crazy.
That's going to be hard to do, dog.
That's not gonna. Yeah. I don't think that's gonna happen. The Wii was just different, especially how it was.
How come Sony and Microsoft can keep consoles on the shelf, but Nintendo can't? What's the problem?
Isn't there a problem as far as like with the Switch with the materials and like Apple has some of the parts?
Yeah, there is. She's right. There is something with where Apple and Nintendo are picking from the same parts bin.
Apple's issues. Apple's gonna have first dibs on that.
They always can't keep shelves on the keep consoles on the shelf.
Yeah, but Harding's right too. It always seems to be a pattern whenever Nintendo releases hardware that it just so happens every single time that it's always tough to get, no matter how much demand there is for, except for the Wii. I've always
thought that Nintendo, especially now, I feel like they are competing. Yeah, but I feel like they are competing with Apple, like directly. I think that's what they kind of want.
How are they competing with Apple?
Yeah, I think that's
they don't even want to smoke with PlayStation. How are they going to compete with Apple?
In the foreign land.
I think what they're doing is they took, and when you look at the Switch, especially, even though it may not be as completely, I would say, featureful as an iPad. I think when you're looking at it, what you're seeing is basically, what if they just took an iPad and put controllers on the side?
It doesn't even make calls. It doesn't take pictures.
I think it's more intuitive than that.
No, it's more intuitive, but on the base sense, I feel like that's what they were trying to do. I think I read an article one time.
I just think that they was trying. I just think Nintendo was paying attention to what Westerners would want and what their Eastern region would want, and merge that together and do it correctly this time. And they made it work because in Japan they all about handhelds.
Yeah,
but nobody was copping the Wii U like that, even in Japan. So they seen the blueprint that they was doing was not done correctly, and they just redid it all over again. And then on the West, of course, we still play on handhelds, but we also want some type of console base as well. And instead of just having that little pad that you can't take anywhere, people was complaining about that. So I just think it's just a full-on hybrid on what their market is and also on what it is definitive as a system to me.
What do you all think about the rumor that they're going to have some kind of, and it keeps on staying around? I still don't think it's going to happen, but it was, you know, the thing with rumors, if they don't go away, there may be some truth to them, where they may do an add-on that will up the graphics performance of the Switch later on so they could keep it relevant even a couple of years from now.
That would be so weird.
It would be weird. I don't think it would be a smart idea, to be honest with you.
I don't think it'll be smart. I don't think
like a
Nintendo
heavier
has.
dock or something.
I don't know. The 3DS make me think it could be possible.
You know, like I heard them say, it almost like there were rumors, even like not even a year ago, like they were going to have, even before the system was out. This makes me think there might be a little bit of truth.
Yeah,
where they're going to come out with a dock that's going to have like a GPU equivalent to like a GTX 1060 in it.
Yeah.
I think even if that is true, that what's up? I'm sorry. What were we going to say?
So I can get some understanding. If that was to be possible, wouldn't that change the media type?
No, but my thing is with the Switch is that you take the same game with you on the go. If you have that much of a gap in GPU performance when you plug it into the dock, when you take it out, you couldn't have the same game. It wouldn't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because like, wouldn't it be wouldn't you have to have like a digital type of thing going on? I wonder, that would be too much. I wonder if they would even do that.
Well, the games, when you put them in portable mode, they couldn't even really be the same game. It would just, the horsepower wouldn't be in the tablet. There wouldn't be enough there. That's why I think even if Nintendo is thinking about doing that, it's not a good idea. But we'll see, because that rumor keeps sticking around. It isn't going away. So.
It's a very Nintendo-like solution, though. I will say that.
Yeah, it is. It is.
To have some type of peripheral to up it up.
Yeah, that's. I mean, look at what they did with the headset for Splatoon. So
look at what they're doing with the Xbox One X and PS4 Pro. It's kind of sort of in the line with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the thing about those with the Xbox One and PS4, like the media type never changed. It's still a Blu-ray. So I'm like, I don't know. I just wonder.
I don't think the media type would change. It would just be there'd be a lot more graphics power in the dock. Yeah, the dock
I think Rich with
Could
that.
it
I
fit
think the
on
problem
that
would be
SD
that.
card though? Like, would it be?
Yeah. Why wouldn't it, Smooth?
I guess I'm saying to make a jump though, to make a real big jump.
No, it'll be docked when it.
Yeah, they're trying to say like the portable mode stays the same and the dock.
Yeah, but when you
dock,
dock,
console mode, like console mode would be more higher resolution.
Yeah, the dock mode would just be so much more capable that you could not have. What were we going to say? I'm sorry.
No, the Semu emulator that they have out, that actually does that already. So that does make sense, because if you have if you have it set up the right way, you can jump from 720p all the way to 4K with the same game. So it would make sense that they could use that themselves. It would make sense.
I think the bigger part about that would be the disparity between docked and undocked would be much greater than it is right now.
Yeah, because right now it's going like, okay, maybe a game will run at 720p when it's in
and the other one will be
mode,
900 or
900p when it's docked. That would be like, it would be totally different visuals and better textures. And
I think that would burn people.
Nah,
they're just like, I'm just going to dock it. I'm never going to take it out.
The emulator already doing it. Zelda.
No, what I mean is for the
it's
Switch.
still different though. It's still different though. You know, you're just taking the same game that's being emulated and you're upping the resolution. That's where, like, you know, you're docking it and you're adding so much more to the gameplay because you have so much more graphics horsepower in the dock. That's why it would be just so strange to me. It's still,
I don't know. The emulator's doing it. They have the emulator doing
it. Saying it'd be strange. What you saying? It'd be strange from going to like handheld to the dock mode. What you saying, right?
Yeah, but the handheld would be so
different. Yeah,
less powerful than the dock if they had an upgraded dock with like a graphics card in it. That you couldn't have the same game running on both. It just.
Well, let me ask you a question. Wouldn't that be like them taking aside like, okay, this is an actual console, so we're gonna give you those console benefits versus it being a handheld? Because you see how you guys are saying, oh, we don't know if it's a console handheld. That's like them answering that question for you. It's a console.
Yeah, I get what
and the bonus is that it's a handheld.
BG, well, they would have to change their marketing then. Yeah, if that's what they want to do, they'd have to change their marketing, because right now the marketing is you could take the same game with you that you just played on your TV on the go, where they would have to make it kind of like a different game that you took with you than the game that you would play on your TV.
Well, they kind of already doing that if you think about it. Like Zelda Breath of the Wild runs at 2 different resolutions, docked and undocked, so they're already kind of doing that.
Yeah, but it's still the same game though. It's just a lower resolution. It's not Whereas if you had a totally different graphics processor, that's a much
Yeah, he said
bigger gap.
it'd be a more drastic change, is what he said.
Jimmy, it would be far more drastic because you're looking at something like you could add like HBAO, AA, a lot of other stuff to it instead of just having it as a resolution
It's
difference.
that complicated. It's Nintendo.
Well, I mean that is. You say that, but then look at the headset they came out with. So
yeah.
So, BG, what do you think about this? I need some participation here.
I said it.
He's just gonna say it's trash. Don't buy it.
I was the first one to say something.
I know, I'm just messing with you.
Switch is definitely trash.
Everybody good on this topic?
No.
One? Yeah. Anything
You
else
got
to say?
game.
I don't think Switch is trash.
None of them games are appealing.
To you.
Appealing.
That's what I'm saying.
That's fine.
It's funny because before the Switch
I'm only giving my opinion. I'm not talking about nobody else.
Before the Switch came out, I kept on ripping it a new one. And I have to say, I'm more impressed with it than I thought I would be. But before
I play with it every night before I go to bed. The Switch, I mean.
I thought it was
Switch, right? All right.
I thought Nintendo was doomed.
That sounded crazy.
That did sound crazy. That sounded
It definitely said pause.
I mean, I didn't say it like this. I didn't say like I play with it every night when I go to bed. I didn't say that.
I was thinking that, but someone else
I mean, I play the Switch. You guys.
Look, the whole thing about the Switch being portable for me is just a waste of functionality completely because I never had the desire to play a game once I left my house, and I just don't want to do that. Like I had a PSP, right? The last portable platform I had was a PSP, and even at that age, I sold that thing within a month because I was like, why? Like when I realized when I brought it outside with me, I never wanted to play it. So I'm like, why the fuck do I have this shit? I just don't like. Once I leave my house, and according to Bond, that's not very often. But once I do it, like when I'm going to work or anything like that, like games just become instantly unappealing to me once I leave my house. So that feature to me is just
everybody's different. Like when I was working, I used to take the bus, and that was like an hour commute. So I would play with the Switch on the way to and from work. So it works. Everybody's different.
That would be a situation where
that's what.
Yeah. So for me, like I was like, I need to buy a Switch because I'm not going to sit on the bus for an hour while I get taken down into my office. It makes sense that way. Like for you, you live in New York, you have to travel around by foot most of the time. I live in Florida, in Miami, you need a car to get around. So I'm not going to take my brand new car and drive to Miami. I'm just going to take the bus instead, save myself the headache. So the Switch works for me. And then my wife and I, we sit around. So when she's watching TV, I'll have my Switch and I'll just play. That way she's not like, oh, you're never with me. You're never sitting around me. And then I can just use that there and just be entertained.
No, don't say that because Bond's going to say no.
I was thinking. You're going to save that for another day.
No, well, she watches The Housewives. So I can't deal with The Housewives.
No, but I hear him though, man. When your wife or your fiance is watching like a dumbass reality show, it's like, all right, I could whip out the wait. That sounds terrible.
You only got
whip it out. Come on.
Oh man.
You could play. There's no way I can word that properly, but you could play a portable system, and that's a good time to play it when there's a dumbass reality show on TV that can care less about.
Yeah.
So I can see where but I can see where BG's coming from too. When you're out and about and it's not practical to play. Like, why have a portable system if you're never going to touch it anyway?
Mm-hmm.
It depends on your lifestyle.
Into that.
Let's take some questions from Patreons and some of the viewers. We got one for BG.
Yo, you got your arch nemesis in the comments section. He showed up because of Rich.
Who?
Arch nemesis?
The non-gamer, Dr. Trey 81.
The doctor's here? Oh my god.
Oh god.
Oh, I thought you were going to say 13-16 killers here.
Oh,
no, not that faggot.
Shouldn't he be more worried about?
He blowing on fucking joysticks and shit right now.
Oh man, that guy. Let me tell you.
You fucking clown.
Let's take some questions. We got one from Chris Righteous to BG. Western RPGs or Japanese RPGs?
Real quick, just to answer Trey's question, because he was asking why am I buying a Switch now? It's not with my own money, so I'm not purchasing with my own money. So that's the answer to your question.
Oh no, he probably make a video. See, I told you he would get one. Like,
Trey to jump to shit, but yeah, Trey, it's not with my own money. Someone pretty
want a challenge.
Tell them you don't even really want it, but since somebody else buying it for you, it's like fuck it.
Yes, I'm gonna take it. And like I said, I do want to play that Rabbids game. But what is Japanese RPGs versus Westerns?
What's better? And what is your favorite one from each genre?
It's for the most part, it's been Japanese. I mean, when I look at a lot of the RPGs I don't like, and there's a lot of RPGs I don't like from both sides, but I definitely dislike more Western RPGs than I dislike JRPGs.
Why is that?
Huh?
Why?
The play style is obviously very different, and like when I Witcher, found it boring.
Oh God!
Oh wow! Come on.
Here we go.
Don't even get him started. Don't even get them started.
Man.
Don't even get him started, man.
Fallout. We consider Fallout an RPG, right? You know I gotta ask because
which Fallout? But if you're talking about 1 and 2, then yes.
Fallout
3
and
and 4
boring to me. Just boring.
Fallout is an action RPG.
Cool, but whatever. It's Western, you know.
So, what are your favorite ones of each genre, BG?
Man,
name something that you actually play or beat, because
like Horizon, y'all consider that? I mean, even though it was made by a studio in
no, that's not.
I mean, that's considered a Western RPG.
Horizon is an RPG. No, it's not. It's an action
RPG.
Yeah, they do.
Whether or not Heartache considers Horizon
Yeah,
RPG,
it's an RPG.
Really not. Like, I don't know.
No, Horizon is not an RPG, you guys. I'm sorry.
Y'all see,
That's how they class.
It's always changing the definition.
It's a third-person action game. It's not an RPG.
I can't even answer that. I don't think niggas can't even like decide what an RPG is if Horizon is RPG or not. Like
Horizon's more similar to Zelda. At the most, it's an action game.
Wow. Okay.
What the fuck is it? I y'all. I mean,
some people think Horizon is RPG. I really don't. I don't know.
Have they ever played an RPG then? Like what?
But it's not a traditional, no.
What's your favorite JRPG, BG?
It's an action adventure RPG.
I mean, favorite.
Struggling like shit with this question. God damn.
To be fair, the person that gave this question did say BG would struggle at it.
How am I struggling?
Because you're not an RPG guy, and he knew that.
How am I struggling when I answered the
question? What is your favorite JRPG?
Probably it'll probably be Final Fantasy 7. I mean, it will be the Final Fantasy series in general. Like I said, the ones I played 7, 8, 9, and I stopped. The last one I played was 10, but 7 is probably my favorite. I mean, say what it is.
BG, have you played Dragon Age or Baldur's Gate?
I played Dragon Age. Didn't play.
I want you to try to play Baldur's Gate.
You won't get through that.
Yeah. You don't think you'll get through it?
I don't think those games just look.
That is one of the best RPGs ever made.
And that's a Western though.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think
Baldur's Gate is probably one of the best games, period, ever made.
I just don't think I'm gonna like it. Like the way, like even like Skyrim, like that looks boring to me. Like, and I tried it, boring. The whole play style of Western RPGs is just flawed to me. Like it's just.
The Witcher doesn't look boring though. I wonder how you.
He
doesn't like.
You've been down that road 100 times.
Yeah, but like I think
like
you might probably try CRPGs.
Like Neo was real fun to me. Bloodborne, fun. Dark Souls is fun to me. Those type of RPGs are fun to me, and I've played all of them and beat all of them. But like these,
you know what? Try Pillars of Eternity.
That's like that's the game like Diablo, right?
Not well. It has that camera perspective, but if you don't like that, then I would also probably try maybe Divinity: Original Sin, because it has that kind of combat that you really enjoy, where it's like almost XCOM-ish. I think is the best way to describe it for you. But it's very heavily medieval RPG and CRPG style. So maybe Pillars of Eternity and Divinity would be good games for you to try.
I would probably like games like Diablo, Pillars of Eternity over games like Witcher, because what was that other fucking game? Like Pillars of Eternity is like that Van Helsing type game they made. I think
it's more similar to like Baldur's Gate and stuff like that. Van Helsing is very similar to Diablo. You're looking at more hack and slash RPGs rather than just like traditional RPGs with like almost pen and paper and die rolls and stuff like that.
Right. But like it is what it is. Like, my thing is like there are certain RPGs from both of the types that I like. There's just not a lot. Like there's not like a whole bunch of them. So people like criticize me because I don't like a lot. There's certain ones that I just like. But there's just less westerns than JRPGs that I like.
I think we're just trying to pin down what your tastes are.
It was a simple question, but time for a couple more.
Like I actually still think turn-based RPGs are better than real time.
Oh, I don't know.
I still feel that way.
Are you ever going? Are you planning on playing Final Fantasy 15?
I have it. I probably will.
Yeah, so I got 2 questions. Hard-A got 1. I'll answer mine real quick. It's from Brian something. What can devs do to get me back into console gaming? What are some of your favorite songs in gaming?
I can answer that.
I can do it real quick. You can do it.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, everybody knows.
Yeah. I like Xenogears games. I like Zelda Ocarina of Time games. What can a developer do to get me back into consoles? Honestly, I really don't know.
Xenogears come to us.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know either. I mean,
if they made a Xenogears on a console, then yeah, I would get it.
Prefer PC.
It would have to be just going back to 60 FPS. I mean,
it would have to be 60 FPS and exclusive.
It would have to be 60 FPS exclusively to go back to consoles. And because they're so similar right now, we have day one patches, we have installs, we have hard drives, we have all that stuff.
Consoles
the fact that they're not getting 60 FPS. Yeah, it's the frame rate. Like, yeah, if the PS4 was doing it, they were like, you know what, we're not going to do 4K, we're going to do 1080p, but it's going to be 60 FPS. It'd be like, all right, that's the console.
That'd be fine by me.
That'd be fine. I'd be okay with it.
From Scream King to me, it says, how do you feel about the end of games that end on cliffhangers and never get a sequel? Has anybody ever played a game or a series that ends on a cliffhanger and has never had a sequel?
Yes.
The Order.
Yeah.
Most
Not just The Order. I would have to say Warhammer Space Marine.
The 2 games that come to mind when I think right away are Fatal Fury. After Geese dies, we never know how he comes back, if he comes back or whatever. And the biggest egregious one would be Mega Man ZX Advent by Capcom, where at the end of the game, the doctors, they want to reset the whole world and it ends and the whole Inafune fallout. So Mega Man is just on a complete cliffhanger hiatus and probably will be for the rest of time. And that pisses me off.
I don't think we'll ever see Mega Man make a comeback like it used to be. Nope.
And if they make another one, they're not going to continue the story. They'll just make a classic. They won't take a risk and go back to the continuation of the story.
Rage kind of ended just suddenly. A lot of people said that game was bad. I didn't see what was bad about it, but the end of the game, it was just you beat the game and it was just a big ass explosion. It's like they ran out of money.
Did everybody die or
no? Like it was just, I think a building exploded and the credits rolled. That it was like that was legit the end of the game, and it's literally like, okay, these motherfuckers ran out of money. That must have been what it is. I don't know.
So
that game was okay. It just started feeling tedious, that game, after a while.
Yeah, it did.
It was like fetch questy kind of. I don't know. It just
is that right, huh, Rich?
That's what I hate in RPGs.
I'm gonna pick Dante's Inferno. That was a game for me that I wanted to see a sequel.
I wanted to play that game. I should have played it when it was out.
That game is good.
Really good
Dante's
game.
Inferno.
I should have played that shit. I was looking for it on PC a while back, but I couldn't find it.
If you get a chance, it's dated now, but if they remaster it, definitely try that.
All right, so Hard 8's question. Give me a second before I ask this, Hard 8. I gotta summon the Eternal Dragon. Blandrew, you have been revived for this question.
Oh, is this a Blandrew question?
Yeah, I just had to revive him with the Dragon Balls.
Oh man.
Why do gamers feel the need to feel like developers, franchises, and games need to grow up with their audience?
That's a good question.
I don't think it's really.
Can you repeat again? I missed. You broke out. I'm sorry.
They don't really need to, but just
they don't need to grow up with the audience.
Just understand, I'm gonna move on. So
but like, why do you move on? Why isn't them just doing what they're doing? Why isn't that like enough for you?
Me personally, I like games that is more centered around my age demographic. That's the type of games I'm into nowadays. I'm not really into playing kiddie games like that. Like, I'll play them, but I don't look forward to them.
So are you saying you don't really look for the games you grew up on to grow up with you? You just
nah. Okay. It's cool. Like, Mario can stay Mario. I just moved on. I have no more interest in that shit.
Because really, what you're asking is why you crashing these kiddie games, and why you stop playing kiddie games just because you call them kiddie games because you grow up.
I don't listen. It's not. I like my entertainment to be aimed towards my age demographic. That's all.
I mean, the way I see it is like with Nintendo is I don't have necessarily a problem with the games they make, right? The demographic or the theme of the game they make. My thing is like I feel like they don't have enough diversity when it comes to, you know, the demographic they're shooting for. Because I'll go like it's like with movies. Like I'll go watch a Pixar movie. I don't got no shame in that. But you'll also go see me watch what's the fucking mature movie that came out?
John Wick 2.
Yes, like John Wick. I'll watch fucking you know, the Emoji movie, the last shit that came out. Probably wasn't even good. But I'll watch the Emoji movie, but then I'll go watch John Wick 2. My issue is Nintendo just giving me a whole bunch of Emoji movies. Like where's John Wick 2 on the Switch? You know what I'm saying? Like that's my problem with it.
And there's not even like a middle ground too.
Yeah.
I think they need some type of middle ground games.
Yeah, like
those games. I cannot look at Splatoon 2 and just get excited like, yo, I want to play that. Like I really don't see how no grown man do.
It just depends on your taste of what you want to play. Some people just want to play mature type games. I like to play them all. That's just like the kid in me if I want to play something like Splatoon and still have fun, but I can understand everybody's different tastes.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I really like games. I like Nintendo games. I like feeling like a kid again when you're playing like Splatoon.
Yeah.
Do you feel really like a squid or a kid?
When you feel like a squid or a kid now. That's great. I'd say squid more than kid.
What the fuck?
But like I kind of like the Splatoon is a really good example because I think it took the shooter genre and it put a spin on it that you normally don't really see a lot of the time. So I thought that was really cool.
Walls and maps. Yeah,
you know, and then even when you kill someone, they explode in the paint and it covers that up too. So that kind of style I thought was really neat. When you look at something like Nintendo, and when you really break down like how Nintendo makes their games, they're still a toy company to me. They make toys. So basically, if you want to feel like a kid, there's games that make you smile no matter how old you are when you play Nintendo games. And there's nothing wrong with it.
You know the way I would like to feel like a kid if I ain't had no bills. That would make me feel.
That would be the best.
That would be the best way to feel like a kid.
You could break your arm, put it back into place, or spin your knee, and that's like the worst thing you find.
Take all my bills again. You want me to act like a goddamn kid? Come take them all away, and I'll be happy than a motherfucker.
Is Nintendo afraid to make M-rated games?
I don't think they're afraid. I think, like I said, I just think they're a toy company.
Well, at least
look at the Amiibos.
But the biggest demographic is what is the average age of people who game? It's like 35 from the last time I checked. Like, why don't you want to? I'm not saying stop making Super Mario Odyssey, which I'm looking forward to. I'm not gonna lie, but why would you not want to tap another market where there's a ton of money? Because you know what I'm saying? Like that's the thing I don't understand.
Well, the Nintendo fan base, don't get it fooled, are grown ass men.
Yeah, it's not even big.
He's not really.
It's just like the My Little Pony community. Like it's just like there's a whole bunch of
wow, that's crazy.
No, because most of the Nintendo fans aren't. Most of the people with like Nintendo consoles aren't people that just started gaming. These are people that started with like a NES or Super NES. So they're grown men now. So what's the problem with making?
Okay, BG. Okay, you have a point, but why wouldn't they want to appeal to like the solid revs out there? There's plenty of them. You know what I'm saying?
It's like,
solid rev is never going to go out and buy Splatoon 2. You know what I mean?
I think Nintendo is just a monster of being a family console. Like I think that's what they're stuck in that mentality, and they don't want to pull away from it. But even in the past, they still had mature games. Even though they had it as a family console, they still had some mature games.
Conquer.
And like nowadays, it's like it just got worse.
Why would they go out of their way to make mature rated games when what BG just said? And like the question Bland you asked, if it's still certain people, even though they outgrow games, they still play these games. So if they know a whole bunch of bald and middle-aged black men gonna buy the goddamn and play these games, why they going out their way? You feel me?
Because
why you laughing at
like that's their magic. It's nostalgia.
But they have the bold and middle-aged men that still will buy their games, but there's a bold and middle-aged men that won't go near their games because they're just kiddie games. That's a big market too.
What's going on with the the Nintendo thing of like playing kiddie games show how mature you are? What is that about?
They're trying to spin the narrative.
Kill me with that shit.
They had something like that as part of marketing.
If you want to play games that's for your age demographic, that shows immaturity. But playing games that are made for my little ass niece, that shows maturity as a grown fucking man. I don't get that.
Let's go reverse psychology.
They always do that and shit. Oh, you're too immature to play these games? Like, what? No, I don't want to play that. I want to blow somebody's head the fuck off and see blood.
I play games with good gameplays, but my limit is like Minecraft. I don't get how grown ass men play Minecraft.
I don't get the Minecraft thing.
I don't get how people play that game. Like,
yes, anyone who's breathing.
I tried to play it, but I can't.
Yeah,
I mean, it's grown ass men playing with blocks. It's virtual blocks.
I gotta admit that shit is funny. I seen someone playing it. It was funny, but I couldn't do it.
Nah, fam.
I can't even look at streams on it.
Some dude tricked some dude into getting into his server and he destroyed his shit. He's like, "Oh, I built that for 3 months." He was crying. That shit was funny.
I just want games for me.
I mean, that game has made so much money that the dude who made it is a multi-billionaire now.
And
like,
hold up. And he's sad and depressed. How is that?
That I don't get.
That's a mental disorder.
He says because the money makes him feel isolated, like he's in like an ivory tower or something.
I can see that. I can see that.
But that's true too. You can't really fuck with that many people.
Because you can't be around people because you fucking breathe on you. You breathe on somebody, they gonna sue you.
You can't trust no niggas with that kind of money, bro.
I mean, you can trust people.
Nah, you gotta be careful who around you with that.
I'll take those problems. Fuck out of here. That's all I'm saying. Give me those problems.
You gotta walk around in a bubble so nobody don't sue them.
They can always donate a lot of that to some cause. I mean,
yeah, like Bill Gates.
Yeah, that's what Bill Gates is doing with his kids. I think he's only, I say only with quotes around it, leaving like his kids like $1 million each.
$1 million apiece. Yeah, I heard about that. And then the rest is donating to charity. Yeah, I heard about that. I didn't know if that was real or not, but I heard it was.
Well,
I heard that. Yeah, I heard that from a few places, so I think it is. You know, he's going to put the rest to charity,
so they can make their own fortune. Yeah, I heard about that.
All right, so $1 million's still a lot, but let's get into the final question or the final topic: the dark side of YouTube, as people have been calling it. I don't know if anybody's seen Angry Joe's video. Angry Joe wants to take a vacation. His subscribers are getting angry and upset. I mean, God forbid. A guy wants, take a vacation, spend time with family, go out, do things. People are crying, bitching, and complaining about how they want angry reviews. Are there any really big blockbuster games out right now that you could even do a?
They really don't care. They don't care.
Yeah, they don't care. You got to feed the beast, bro.
They don't care, dog. They don't care.
You here for us, not for yourself.
Then you have Rev, who kind of made a response to Rich, who talked about it. Rev put his kid on the video about not liking Destiny. People were calling him a faggot, and like people say things about his wife and everything. And then Rev as a father felt upset about it because he asked his wife, "Why do you do these videos?" He goes, "Because you asked me to." And he goes, "Why does my kid do videos?" "Because you asked me to." So Rev being the father, he's like, what I did as a man? I subjected my family to verbal abuse. Then you have Rich and Angry Joe talk about like isolation. I mean, I've never really worked from home for any extended period of time, but do you guys feel like there's an isolation anxiety? Like if you're a YouTuber at home just making vids
First of all, we do not put as much work into our videos as Angry Joe. I can see Angry Joe videos taking days as far as editing goes, and then you got to shoot the shit and all of that. Retake. Costumes. Yeah, I can see why he might want to break, but people on the outside looking in, all they know is he makes like what, 10,000 a month or some shit like that. And that's generally to play video games. That's all people see. People not trying to hear. People not trying to hear you need a break when you sit down and play video games all day and you making thousands of dollars a month. People not trying to hear.
They want him to constantly do it, though.
Yeah, they want him to do it.
They should wear on anybody.
Like I said, and the one thing he's at fault for, and I've done the same thing, and I'm at fault too. Is that you make a promise like I'm going to review this, or this is going to happen, or that's going to happen, and then you screw, because I suck ass at time management. I'll be the first to admit it, and then everyone's like, "Dude, you promised you were going to review this. What happened?" And they're right to be pissed off at that, because any other job, if you walked into a 9 to 5 and your boss said, "I need you to have this done by next week," and you go next week and it's not done, you're like, yeah, man, my kid was up all night and this and that. Your boss will be like, pack your shit up, you're done. You know what I mean? So I can understand from that perspective his subs being pissed, and my subs have been pissed at me, and they have every right to be pissed. But yeah, there's also the other flip side, like I said in my video, where your subs they cut you no slack at all. You know what I mean? And it can get frustrating, but I think that's why I said it's called a disconnect, because the subs don't understand the content creator, and the content creator doesn't understand the subs, and that's why it's like you don't see eye to eye on a lot of things.
I don't think he got a lot of passion for this shit no more either.
That
he could be getting tired. I can't get in his head. He could be getting tired though.
He gotta be. Everybody gets tired of doing this shit.
As much as he does, and as
exactly
that shit will burn you out. Like,
and it's at a very high level too. It isn't like some third-rate review. These reviews are 35 to 40 minutes, and they break everything down that you would possibly want to know.
Well,
it's crazy that his reviews are better than most major companies that put out reviews like IGN or GameSpot.
I don't know about all that.
But play the game.
I think. Oh wait, yeah.
The editing part is what takes up a lot of the time.
I think his production is great. I think his reviews are trash. In my opinion, I think his reviews are trash.
What do you think?
But he take a lot of time to make that production.
He takes a lot of time. That we
production in
can't
the
take away
videos
from that.
is way up there.
We can't. Now the quality of it, that's the story. But as far as like the time he takes out,
and he streams a lot of his games for hours, man.
I mean, that's just like, but with content creation, man, it's a give and take. Like with you and your viewers, they gotta, show support and understand that you might be doing this shit all fucking day or every fucking day. Like, and you gotta understand that they expect a fairly consistent upload.
All they see is you playing video games. That's all
exactly. They don't understand.
Like,
something's going on with YouTube right now, anyway. Because he said people started getting attacked. Like his long-time subscribers started getting attacked.
People are starting to feel more entitled nowadays.
Yeah, like he said, it was so bad he had to turn off the comments to keep his core base from being attacked by the new subs.
Why does he have to ask these people
to take a vacation?
Because listen, he got to. It's different from us, dog. We're not on that. We're nowhere near that man level, man. Yeah. So
here's the thing,
he gotta ask.
I understand. He's definitely on a different level than us, right?
We can't.
But you cannot let these people you have never met hold your neck by
that's how you get big. That's one of the reasons.
Yeah.
You gotta be submissive to these subs, or you not.
His subs is his boss.
He worked for them. Like he got.
You gotta be submissive. We don't know shit about that. We get on videos. Fuck all y'all. Y'all can understand. Eat it. They can't do that type of shit. Right?
But Joe goes the social blade and he sees that the red number, he gets that sub lost anxiety, man.
I understand he on a different level than us, but I'm sorry, I'm gonna be like, listen, I'm burnt out. I'm gonna take a 2-week vacation. Those of you who don't like it, I'm sorry, I need it because he's nobody else got to live that life but him. If he's fucking unhappy doing all this shit because he ain't had a vacation in years,
he definitely ain't happy about this shit.
That ain't gonna hurt nobody but him. So who you?
It's hurting his mental state. That's
and he has the sub base that even if he lost 50,000 subscribers, he's gonna come back and his videos more than likely. I understand shit happens on YouTube. We're still gonna get good views. You know what I mean?
Somebody in the chat just made a good point, and it's true. Rose just said, and this is what he need to do. He might need to hire more people because his channel's getting bigger.
Well, he has 2 other people, but they want to see him in the angry review.
He's
gonna have to bring more people in because if he want to take time off to keep that content going.
People want angry reviews.
They don't want the other content. They feel like the other content is just filler.
Yes,
right. But in order for him to crank them out like he wants to or he needs to,
like bring in.
The thing is, looking at the stuff though, looking at his content, it's not like he's doing less angry reviews. He's just doing more content in between.
Yeah, well, that's
the problem. See, that's like what I used to say about the Xbox. People don't want to see you taking time to do something else. They want to see that time going towards what they want. That's the problem. If they see you doing other content, they feel like that's time you could have been reviewing Indie Adventures 2017. You know what I mean? Like,
you know what? Jimmy is right because Randall Thor was playing PlayStation. people were
they got pissed
saying, I can't believe we supported this guy so long just for him to play PlayStation.
Traitor.
Or like, he betrayed us or other bullshit like that. And it's ridiculous too because he puts in a lot of work, when I say him, I mean Angry Joe, into those reviews. And I saw the video that he made afterwards, he's been doing even more reviews every year. And it's not like
he slipped off sometime, but it's still been consistent.
You got to look at what we look like. 2017, bro. Society is all about being a savage. It ain't about having no leniency on nobody. So that carries over to YouTube. People don't give a fuck what you got going on. They don't care if your mom in the next room dying. You better get your ass here, stream this goddamn game, do this goddamn review. Like it's just
know
what I'm saying.
So
like
we can all agree that the subscribers and the viewers are being unreasonable, thinking we're like inhuman robots.
Somebody in the comment section right now saying, "Oh, editing is hard work." Like they're making a mockery of it. Like, oh, that's really hard.
No, it's hard.
That editing shit takes hours, dog. Like that.
Yeah,
it's like
how he does it too. Absolutely.
Because you got to come up with scripts.
That's not light work, dog.
And not to mention, if you want it to not take as long, even to shave off just a fraction, you need a beast computer. You need a good system.
Yeah, you gotta have good ass
money. I can tell you, I can tell you what Angry Joe does. That shit takes multiple days.
Depending on his review, that could take a week. It could take 6 days.
He's coming up with
if it's just him doing it.
Because I remember when, I think most people remember when I used to make the Uncharted top 10 plays. That shit took me a day, and that was only like a 10-minute video. That shit took me like a whole day, at least like 10 hours to do. Probably more.
I believe it.
It's very tedious work. It's tedious work, man.
Bro, you know how long those videos on Pyro used to take back in the day?
Jesus.
It's very tedious work, people. That should not. What Angry Joe do, whether you like it or not, it's hard work.
Yeah, that's at least 4 days.
People just see the completed product. They're like, oh, that ain't nothing. Like.
And then after you're done editing, especially even if you have a beast PC, if it's a long video that it's even just 1080p, that'll take a long time to render. There's a lot of steps to the process, man. And look, no one here is trying to say, pull out a violin, say, "Woe was me, Joe." It's just that's the process. That's what it is. We're not exaggerating it.
And I think a lot of
it's not as easy as it looks.
People have asked us. I'm sure everybody's gotten this question: would we ever, if we were able to, financially, would we ever do YouTube full time?
If I could, possibly.
I wouldn't do it because I seen the writing on the wall. Like I remember there were days where I would just make a lot of videos. People remember those days. Like I used to make a lot of them.
Like 5
I used to in a few days, my mind used to be all fucked up. Like I was annoyed and I didn't want to I didn't even want to. Your hobby literally turns into work. That's the worst thing that could possibly happen if your hobby turned into a job. That's why I want this YouTube thing to be a hobby and nothing more.
Yeah, I agree with
that. I mean, it would be a nice secondary source of income, but Rich, I don't know how you do it. To be honest, I don't. That's crazy to me.
If BG didn't give Rich his partnership, Rich was ready to quit. Remember?
I was ready to quit because they kept. That's what I said. Black Bond kicked me in the ass to try again, and then BG helped me actually get in. I would say 90% of my experience since I've been doing this since 2013, when I actually did it as a job, has been good. Like I said, though, I've dealt with some crazy shit, stalkers and what have you. But yeah, man,
big cheese. Yeah, we know.
But I've said I'm not gonna lie, at least 90%. That may be a low number. Has been generally positive, But I could see how people would say you're out of your damn mind for doing it full time. I see where people are coming from with that too, because like I said, my grandmother passed away, and the guy who is still to this day to a degree stalking me, even though he's backed off a little bit, was writing nasty shit on my grandmother's obituary. You know what I mean?
Oh wow!
Wow!
That's crazy. That's crazy.
If it was just him on Twitter. If it was just him calling me a fat fraud in the comment section, hey, whatever it is, what it is. That's par for the course. But yeah, he put pictures up of my fiance's kids. He did doxed me. That's the kind that shit will make you not want to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's kind of what freaks me out is the whole doxing thing and your personal life being out there.
That's damn near going to jail.
If I could start YouTube all over again, the only thing you would know about me is that I'm black. That's about it.
You sure you want them to know that though?
I would have probably wouldn't even want them to know that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have never told nobody a fucking thing if I could have foreseen the future. Nothing. That's a tip for anybody that want to start YouTube. Don't tell these motherfuckers nothing. Don't tell them you got a job, you got a good nothing. Nothing.
They'll go after any people to get ass hurt so easy. You can give an opinion on a video game and love a video game. How come you love that video game and I hate it? I'm calling your job and telling them all this different shit, and they'll try to ruin your life over opinions.
Yeah,
that's why you don't fall into the trap of like, you know, people try to bait you into like saying what type of job you have or where you work. You don't fall into that. Shit is a trap. Don't fall into that.
I've had that on my stream actually. People have been like, "Oh, Alex, what do you do? Like, what kind of work do you do?" I'm like, "I do work."
Yeah. Don't even tell them. Don't even tell them what field. Forget about the place that you work at. Don't even tell them what field, because you know some fucking loser out there who has nothing else to do will sit up for months every day until they find you.
And it upset me when when Reb was talking about like people was calling his son a faggot because he didn't like Destiny 2, the beta that was with, right? Like, first of all, Destiny 2 is fucking garbage.
It's so crazy.
So like the kid has all the right to not like it because Destiny 2's trash. So it's not even like a good enough reason. Like, and let's be real, Reb will probably knock half of these fuckers out. Like if you ever seen them.
Oh yeah.
Like, that's why you should bring your kids on camera.
That's why I was laughing when 13 Killer was like.
I mean, all that shit is a risk.
That's why you gotta leave all your fam, your girl, your wife, your kids. Leave them all off the internet, dog, because somebody gonna come for them.
Yeah, like the dude who, I had him blocked, but Heartache told me what he said on Twitter. Like, it's funny because that dude was in my comment section like all day, following me. He was a fan until he said something crazy. I blocked him, and now he's talking about leasing. Like, you see how quick they flip? This nigga was a fan in the comment section all day. Now all
that's how it always be.
I mean, that always happens though. I have fans change up all the time. That happens all the time.
Get the new list.
That shit is for real right there. And they can become your mortal enemy, literally. It's insane.
I know, bro. That shit ridiculous.
You know what I mean? Like,
keep all your personal business off the internet.
Yeah.
If I could start over, I would do that. Motherfuckers wouldn't know.
Thank God I currently am in a situation where I didn't do that. Oh, boy, I'd be fucked right now.
People's attacking my family. I didn't even put them on YouTube and all that. They was making up shit talking about I did a terroristic threat to them. They about to call the police. Like, I'm like, who the fuck are you, bro? I didn't even know who the person was, dog. Like,
and more than likely, it was just because you disagree. People are pathetic, man. They take this shit way too seriously. Like, all right, man, you like a game that I don't like, or I don't like a game that you like. Like, you gotta like put my fiance's picture out there or my address out there because of it. Get the fuck out of here.
And it really is the minority, because I can't tell you how many times like I've been spotted out just randomly or somewhere where I'm going. Like if I realized if there was really that many dudes that dislike me, niggas would have pulled up on me already because they know who I am. I don't know who they are. And they see me all the time, and they just like,
they just want something to happen to you. It's not that they want to do it to you; they just want it to happen to you.
Yeah, that's it.
That's why they put that information out there like that. They hope something to happen.
Because I've seen people randomly in real life at random places. It's always been positive. I've never had a negative experience like that. But
yeah, I've never had a negative experience. Yeah, there's always people just like, I recognize, like, they always cool. So I realized like these internet trolls, they not like out and about like they act. They not
because they're cowards, man. They're spineless bitches. They sit behind their computer and they don't leave. They make it like they have these glamorous lives, but no. That's their life. They sit behind their computer, and that's how they're tough guys.
Who was that talk show host that did that thing with 50 Cent, like in the street? They was asking people. Did y'all see that when they were asking people? They were telling people that 50 was like ranked the best rapper ever, and then you had some people like this.
He would stand behind him,
yeah. But then as soon as they seen 50, they was like, "Oh, you are the great." Like that's how these guys are.
Yeah, they don't want no smoke for real. They don't want smoke for real.
Like, they'll talk shit.
And then they got all nice with him as soon as he like pissed their pants. That was so funny.
Exactly. It's like, oh, all right, no, he ain't the greatest rapper, but then when you see him, oh, he is the greatest rapper. It's the same effect.
Real quick, there is a patron question from last week. I didn't tell Bond about it. This is from Sean, and he can actually.
They said Jimmy Kimmel in the chat. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, Jimmy Kimmel.
Oh, yeah, it was Jimmy Kimmel. Yep.
He's in the Patreon where he can ask any question. He wanted to ask the whole cast if you could have any person, dead or alive, narrate your life as if it was a movie. Who would it be?
Ryan Reynolds.
Said Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds.
Somebody gonna say Morgan Freeman. I'm trying to think.
Samuel L. Jackson.
I would pick Earl Jones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I'd pick Chris Rock.
That's
Who
not a bad choice.
said that?
I'm getting the dude from Gangland. I'm getting the dude from Gangland.
Okay. I know exactly who you.
I'll go
I'm
with
gonna go way back.
I'm gonna go with the white guy to say EA Sports is in the game.
I'm gonna go way back. I'm gonna pick Vincent Price.
Ooh.
Okay, yeah, I know that. Okay,
Yeah.
I see you.
Yeah.
That's real spooky.
Denzel Washington.
Yeah.
James Earl Jones or The Rock?
The Rock would be good.
The Rock.
I thought you was gonna say a librarian or something. That didn't sound right.
Who's the actor from Allstate?
Oh, you talking about Dennis Haskell?
That dude with the super deep voice. Yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
Okay.
Somebody said the Joker. That's nice.
Which
God,
one?
man, like for 3 hours. him now.
It's only one, sir.
Mark
It's only
Hamill,
one.
sir. Mark Hamill.
It's only one, sir.
Okay, I'm just checking.
Okay.
Heath Ledger.
All right. Only other thing that Bond didn't mention was the PlayStation Plus increase.
Does anybody really care about that?
I mean, they got increased in America.
No,
because
Kid
it's
Smooth.
UK, man.
Hold
We
on,
can't
Kid
stop
Smooth
this
had a
fight.
lot to say about that. So come on, let's give it to him. Go ahead.
I run a
I didn't have much to say. I said 2 things about it.
No, you was running around. Oh, look at this. You don't know what you were saying, Kid Smooth.
Nah, I said I didn't say much. I really didn't say much. No. What? I know. All right. So you probably highlighted because when I had replied, somebody made a list of all the things of reasons why PlayStation Plus is going up, and he had a list of features that's been on PlayStation Plus since its inception. So I'm like,
think about silver.
So just it went up. I just don't. It's like when something happens with PlayStation Plus or something goes up or a paywall or whatever, right? It's like, okay, we'll post this. Nobody gonna have nothing to say much. But like, if it's replaced with PlayStation with Xbox, it's a storm. So I just like to throw my little salt and pepper on a thing and let people see. Like, yeah, there we go.
You made a good point though when you said Xbox has been the same price for 7 years.
Yeah,
I mean,
I hate that.
Well, hold on, but it's been the price went up because it's always been lower. It's finally catching up.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it is. But the question used to be the features. That used to be the argument in the
All
console.
right, people. I run a tight ship, so we got to commence with these outros. There's almost 8 o'clock. So get in your closing comments on this topic.
All right, boss man.
There's a rumor that they may include PlayStation Now and PlayStation.
I was going to say that.
Gross.
And do y'all think the name change?
They really should do that.
Y'all think the name change coming?
I don't think it's gonna happen.
Nah.
No name change.
Come on, man. I want that shit. I had the same name since God knows.
They gonna have to redo the whole PSN, bro. They just don't want to tell y'all that. But
Yeah, I think so. They got to restructure it, right?
I heard that there was some really shitty code that's why you can't change your name.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
no, it's like kind of impossible by the way they built this system. But the PlayStation Now thing, I really don't care about, but I do want to play some Red Dead Redemption. I'm gonna be real with you. That's about it.
That'd be great.
Xbox One, dog. Xbox.
I'd also like it on
Xbox.
PC so I can get some good frame rates.
Xbox One backwards compatible.
I think you just have to
I'm not
still
dying to play it, but I
improve
do wanna play
PlayStation
it.
Now.
Hey,
though.
look good. I got it right here, man. You want to borrow it, man? Come on, go get your Xbox One. I'll send it to you.
No, I'm good. I don't like trash in my crib. I done had that trash 7 different times. I'm good.
Yo, but they got Red Dead, man. Come on, man.
No, I'm not in a dire need to play Red Dead, but I wouldn't mind.
Oh yeah, I never got to say what I like about Jimmy. I like how he always runs the errands on camera in the morning. So.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Go grocery shopping in the morning.
What the hell do Jimmy be going though? He just be wasting.
Bro, he be drunk for like 2-3 hours.
I know.
Yo,
Like,
listen,
I
man.
was from New York to
I
fucking
be taking
I
your
was going to a
advice,
new
man.
continent. Nigga,
I can't tell people everything, man. I'm taking care of my business, man. I be wanting to say where I'm going, but sometimes I know I can't because people crazy.
You're a drug mule. Keep it real. You're a drug mule. Keep it real.
Oh, that's when he be getting out like I'm finna go get some chicken. He come back with like some shit taped up. Yeah, the shit be taped up. Yeah, that's some crack, nigga. Stop that. All out, y'all.
I plead the fifth, bro.
Niggas be loading up shit in the trunk. All right, Jimmy. I see you.
Let's commence with these outros. Who wants to go first?
I want to know who yo, Hardy, you hosting next week? What's up?
Nah, fam.
We'll talk about that in the after
Oh,
party.
you're not about that life. Okay.
Out of here.
We'll talk about that in the after party. Go ahead, BG.
All right, man. Yo, you already. Am I big boss next week again? Or
We'll decide.
but yo, good podcast, man.
I appreciate that.
Out of here.
I put it together. Give me some credit. I put it together.
Man, listen.
You ain't sound no different than BG though. I'm just gonna be real with you.
Oh, wait a minute. Bond was supposed to participate this week?
But that was the whole thing. You guys were saying how BG was garbage and everything. You saying I'm just like BG, so now you don't really got room to complain.
Okay, well there you go.
I mean, you keeping it tight. You keeping it tight.
That's some good topics. I'll fuck with it.
I don't know. I'm looking at the chat right now and I'm seeing Bond is the boss. Bond is forever.
I mean, these niggas, these dicks suckers not want anything new.
I mean, let's be real.
Yeah, well, if Bond hosts again, he gonna start making us raise our hands.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I'm not good at giving other people credit for good shit, so I ain't giving Bond no credit.
We already know.
As long as you can acknowledge it.
We know that.
I'm being honest. Like I don't even like giving Hard 8 credit. He's an okay gamer. He's probably a little bit better, but I don't want to tell him that shit. I'm not good at that.
I'll say that for the after party.
But BG, understand this. Now, if you want to go on vacation for a week, your podcast is in capable hands. It can still resume.
Good point, I guess. Yeah.
So now you can take time off if you need to. You don't got to be here every week.
Oh, you take a week off. I'm taking a week
He took time off today. The motherfucker said 50 words.
I don't want to see the view.
He said 50 words.
All right, Hard 8. Continue with the outros, Hard 8. Go ahead.
Yo, what's good? Check out Hard 8 Gaming, man. We got some good gameplays and things going on over there. So make sure y'all come on through. And that's about it.
Alex.
Thank you for inviting me, Bond, and thanks to Whipping Will Podcast. If you want to check out my channel, it's Oh No, It's Alex with 2 X's. I do video game topics, fitness topics, and living with ADD and ADHD. So if you want to check it out, hop on over. It's at Oh No, It's Alex with 2 X's. Cuban Bond is out.
Jack.
Appreciate everybody for watching this week, man.
Smooth.
All right, know it is. Xbox is the best box, and I am the best bot. Good show.
Jimmy.
Hey, what's up, man? It's J Mega Games. Shout out to Richard Review Tech USA. It was good to meet you. Bond, you did a good job, man. I'll give you credit, man. You did a good job.
I appreciate that. It was just like putting together, a seminar at work or like a
so it's regular routine, natural
routine. Rich,
I'll take it easy.
All right, guys, this is Rich Review Tech USA. Thank you, everyone, for having me on. Thank you, Black Bond, for inviting me on. It was good to be on this podcast. You guys are very entertaining, and thank you a lot.
No problem. Yo, Rich, you should come on again. You should bring your biggest fan, the doctor, on because he's always too afraid to show his face.
I don't think that's his biggest fan no more.
He said he came on just because he was here. So, hey.
Oh, okay. You mean in a positive way.
Yeah,
Rich can bring on the doctor? Okay.
So, Rich, you should come on again sometime. Bring the doctor with you. See if he wants to join you.
Okay, that's fine.
We've been trying to get Black Baron on here for over a year.
He ain't coming on.
Some dudes know if they come on, they're going to get roasted into the ground, so they're not even going to waste their time. They already know what's going to happen if they come on.
Hey, we offer a platform for new people, up-and-comers, people that want to get exposure, to get their name out there. I mean, the offer is up for people that are invited. I mean, if they don't want to
get exposure or get exposed.
Oh, real quick. Kid Smooth said he wanted to debate Portal Rock. Kid Smooth, I don't think you want that smoke. You my guy, but I don't know.
Yo, set it up. Set it
Kid
up.
Smooth, if you want tips, kid, come to me. We're going to help you out.
That could be like a different session.
Hey, when we debate, man.
Portal Rock seems like he know his shit. I don't know if you want that smoke.
You better bring your lawyer, Red Infamy.
It's like Pepsi's or something. Like, let's do
better bring your coach.
Hold on, Smooth. Do you want that work, Smooth?
Work?
Hold on, I'm riding with Smooth, though. I'm not riding.
He retweeted that, so I think if he wanted,
I'm not riding with outsiders. I'm riding with Smooth.
No. I've been wanting to debate Puerto Rock for a while. So
okay.
Well, all right, Smooth. You got to prep like Batman. Always prepare.
All right, go ahead, Red.
You can't go in blind.
Dope to be back this week. I had some time off, so glad to be back. Great topics. Thanks for everybody coming in and joining in on the topics as well. Make sure y'all check out Red Infamy TV.
I love Red Infamy TV.
So follow me. Everything else is Red Infamy across the board. But yeah.
Damn. Okay, I guess I'll finish it off. They're killing me. They're saying it's 8:02. I'm 2 minutes over. We on the overrun, but good podcast. I appreciate it. There was no arguments. Everything was kept civil. The topics were good. The topics were coherent. I mean, you got the comment section calling me God Bond, Master Bond.
Oh no! Now we gotta
here we go.
We gotta listen to Bond. We gotta listen to Bond talking to himself in the DM.
I think I did. I mean, not to toot my own horn, but I think I did a good job. I mean, I didn't take a swimming break. I was engaged. I was.
Oh, thank you. You were professional.
I was professional. But this is the Weapon Wheel Podcast, episode 102. We will catch you guys later. And for all of these, can't speak. For all of those who are subscribed as our Patreon, enjoy the after party.
All right. So you know it's bad when they say I spoke more than BG.
Emperor Bond, Master Bond, God
around this podcast.
Based Bond, Lord
Bond. I got a fucking horn on right now.
Lord Bond.
And somebody said
Make Weapon Wheel great again. King Bond.
Somebody said Allah Akbar Bond.
Oh shit!
Fuck.
Wait a minute.
Allah Akbar. Allah Akbar.
No, but for real, Rich, you should definitely talk to Trey and see if he wants to get in on this next week.
That'd be interesting because he actually disagrees with me a lot on Twitter. So
he disagrees with anybody that's not deep throating Nintendo.
Pretty much. He had a nerve to make a video talking about real gamers and people ignoring Nintendo. Like, are you fucking serious?
I know y'all still alive, right?
He has not finished Zelda yet.